Jay.
What's going on? It's your boy M Max Rich, and this is
Keep in Mind.
All right, we messed this up already once now, but I'm gonna see you back.
Run it back.
Please, this is the pull up. Please let them know who you are. Special guest in the building.
What up? It's your boy Raul Holla, host of the Union DJs. One of three of the Union. The Three Stooges podcast.
See, now I got you messing up.
And voice of the Union Experience on Dash Taste Radio. You already know I'm here. Thank you for having me, fellas.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Man. You know, I seen a lot of videos of you talking a lot of.
I talk crazy.
Yeah, you know, like
I talk crazy.
You be saying a lot about how he feels about women and relationships and all that.
Ooh.
So, this is off top. Matter of fact, before we even get into the topics, how was your week, sir? How was your week? How was your weekend?
My week was a little.
See what I'm saying? You want to pull up a little bit. So
yeah. I did feel like that.
Yeah. See,
my week was a little whack. You know what I mean? But I had a lot of stuff going on. But you know, it's called life.
Life. Yeah.
You know
That's called life. Man.
What about you, Jay? How was your weekend, man?
I was good. Graduation time. Shout out to Bianca, man. Mm-hmm. My little sister. She graduated out of Morgan State.
Congratulations.
You know what I mean? Just bachelor degree.
Shout out to the Bears.
Living her young life. Doing her thing, man. So, you know, the future is bright with her, and I'm just hyped, man. Just happy. It's summertime, you know what I mean? It's getting warm out.
Yes, sir.
I mean, T-shirts, summer dresses for the ladies, you know. My eyes are about to be happy.
When I got here, as everybody pulled up, I seen mad people in white tees or black tees. I'm like, okay.
It's that
time. It's about that time.
It's about that time.
What's it called? All right, well, Black, how was your weekend? How was your week?
It was dope. I was in Ohio for a couple of days. Went to go see my peoples and shit. Family shit.
Okay.
One time my sister's birthday. Happy birthday to her.
Hey, happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday.
She getting old and shit.
Shout out to Tisha.
Regular shit.
Shout out to Tisha.
She hate when you do that shit.
Yo, Tisha. Come on. Anyway, nobody asked me. My weekend.
Yes.
How was your week?
My week was great, and then my weekend was pretty slow. It was raining all weekend, so but I was kind of happy to actually have a weekend home. We've been traveling a lot, and
For real.
parties and all that different stuff. So you know, a good weekend at the crib is always pretty cool. You know what I mean? But now, as I was saying earlier, there was something I wanted to ask you about.
Talk to me.
You don't date taller women?
I prefer not.
Why?
I like shorties. I like 5'4" and shorter. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm 6 foot something, but you know, I like shorties. And then the other part,
I told you.
I'm 5'10".
You're 5'10". Okay.
But the other thing too is, you know, nowadays when they taller, you gotta start checking the background. You don't know.
Oh, shit.
Damn. You gotta do all that?
You gotta check the background.
Check if you got an Adam's apple.
Within a certain height, you have to start
You gotta
checking?
start checking the background.
He's like, you 6'1"? Nah, let me check. What's your background?
Face look a little strong, shorty. I don't know.
Where you went to high school at?
Downtown too. Downtown Manhattan. That's what, see what I'm saying?
You gotta start asking where you went to high school.
Yeah, right. Like, you gotta, you know what I mean?
Like, who knows you?
Who knows
Right.
you?
Like, who
I
knows
need
you?
10 references of you
Right.
as a child.
What's it called? So now,
I need baby pictures.
if a taller woman approached you and was interested in you, you wouldn't give it the time of day?
I mean, it depends on how she look. I mean, I ain't, you know what I mean? I'll knock down the tree, but I don't care. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, but you wouldn't, like, it had nothing to do with
You wouldn't pursue anything.
You wouldn't would you pursue a taller chick?
no. Like, if you got 4 chicks, and you got, let's say you got 1 6 foot, 1 5'8", 1 5'4", and 1, let's say 4'11".
Let's say the 6'4" one is the baddest one, though.
But if they all look good, I'm going 4'11".
They all ugly except for the 6' one.
I'm not talking to nobody.
He gonna walk right past him like,
good on that squad.
She gotta say something to me. I'm not talking to nobody.
Hold on.
I'ma just pass on by.
Is that something to do with your confidence or your...
Nah, because I had told women.
Okay, all right.
I had told women. It's just I like them little short. Like, I like a shorty you can wrap up in your, you know what I mean? Like, especially when you cuddle on the couch and all that, like, shorty curled up in a ball in between you. That's
you don't want anybody to have to, like, that could lay their hand on your head.
Right.
And just kiss the top of your head.
And I don't want nobody wearing my shoes.
Oh, shit.
You know when they get taller feet get bigger, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't.
I don't want you putting on my shoes. Don't put my shoes on. You look crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. I've taught the shorty that a little bit bigger, and then you know when they want to wear a shirt because it's supposed to be bigger, and I give them the shirt, and the shirt fit them like it fit me. Be like, damn. You be like, damn, that shirt fit you kind of snug.
Right. Yeah, I had a shirt. My ex, she was 5'7", 5'8". This hoodie, I let her. I'm like, that should look better on you.
Sometimes that be the situation, I guess.
Right.
Like, but I only
say you might as well keep that shit.
I only ask you that because like usually it reminds me of like dudes that be hesitant to approach certain girls in the club. You know what I mean? So I was wondering, is it more of like a confidence thing or is it just a preference thing?
It's just a preference thing.
But see, I feel like you're contradicting yourself because you said you'll knock down a tall chick.
Yeah, but it's a preference thing because it's something about shorties, like, and then especially when they like, you know, curved in the right places and a little thick.
Tall girls got them
Nah,
curves
they
too.
do, but it's a difference about you see a little. I don't know, man. It's just a thing, man.
No, I'm not mad at your preference.
It's his preference.
I'm not mad at your
Yeah,
preference. I'm not mad at your preference. I just like because I remember I can't remember exactly what you said in the video, but it came off like you won't even really holler at taller chicks like that or whatnot.
I'm not. That's not my go-to.
He said he won't. He said if he see a tall chick, if she says something to him, he'll knock it down. Like, oh,
Right.
she feeling me,
but it ain't my go-to.
And then you go to what about you, Jerry? Tall, short, don't matter.
Oh, yeah.
When you weren't married.
But he's a tall guy though.
See, so the height.
So then the height does.
See, there you
What
go.
I'm saying is but also too, taller chicks are gonna attract to him as well because he's taller.
So okay, so
Not
not necessarily though.
But they do. Let me tell you.
See, now you kind of helping me what I'm trying to say right now, because you're factoring in your height into why you don't talk to these women.
No, I'm just saying this. Knowing women and knowing their thought process, 9 times out of 10, when women are a certain height, they do prefer a taller man.
I've heard that.
I've heard that.
I've heard the same thing about shorter women. Shorter women like taller guys too.
Listen, at the end of the day, right? They say what is,
I've heard that taller. I've honestly heard that taller women don't like to date shorter than them, and they have like an issue finding a pool of eligible bachelors because how many people do they know like the males
that's
from that pool that's 6'2", 6'3" that could rock out with them. So it's like. Right. That's crazy. I heard this. I don't know how true it is or whatever, but it's like
a stereotype.
Yeah.
They just assume that like y'all got something that us below 6 feet don't got.
You see what I'm saying right now?
They assume though.
You are really helping. Anybody below 6 feet, they think we don't got it.
But don't get me wrong. I love to knock down the tree to prove them wrong.
I can't disagree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
However, like I don't factor in my height. Like I don't factor in how tall I am into the women that I approach. It's like if you bad and I want to approach you,
right.
I'm not. It's all right. Like, if I find you attractive.
So alright, so boom, let me put you in this
that's what I call finding attractive. The vibe is right.
I mean, if she's 6'5", like
that's what all right. That's what I'm about to say. We in the spot.
Hold on.
Cause you can't tell me there's not no beautiful 6'5", 6'6" women.
Yes, dude.
Hold on.
Plenty.
So you hollering at Brittany Griner?
No.
I said beautiful. I said beautiful 6'5", 6'6".
Right.
Beautiful.
That's what's up, y'all. Welcome home. Welcome home.
Shout out to her, but
First of all, she don't even like niggas. So
she's not even offended by that.
Yeah, she don't care about that.
Right.
She's beautiful to somebody.
Right. Like I'm saying though, no, like,
somebody.
100% though. If it's well, back to what you're saying. 6'6".
Okay.
Beautiful Amazonian woman.
Gorgeous.
I'm about to answer you right
You
now.
hollering.
First and foremost, she could be Amazonian and all that 6'6". When you pass 6'5", shit starts to look weird. No matter how good you look,
Face start getting strong.
everything.
Face gets strong after
Bro, I see what you mean. Like, it's just a little too much. The curl of the fingers are a little too scary.
Face strong.
Face get a little strong. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. And then
Feet get bigger.
Yo, listen.
Back to the feet.
You 6'6". When we give each other a dab and my hand feels like this in yours, like a little paw, Come on, that's different.
I wear a size
That's
10.
different.
She
What
wears
if,
11.
what if when you give her, like, y'all hold y'all hands together like this, the entire
over,
top of it
curl
It looks crazy.
Even, but like I was saying to you,
Clowning.
even, listen.
He said, I'm climbing.
He's a tall guy.
Huh? He's 6 foot.
Yeah, he's 6 foot, but so 6 foot still with a 6'5" woman, 6'6" woman. I feel like that's a stark difference there.
Put the heel on.
Nah, you can't. No. You can't be that
She
tall
went
and be wanting with
13
heel.
heel.
13 heel is crazy. How does that even look?
She got stilettos.
Going forward.
She about to be 7 foot. Listen, I remember I was in the gym one time. A dude walked in there who was 7 foot, and no lie, everybody was in there looking at him. It looks weird, bro. When you 7 feet, when you over 6'5",
Nah, you're right.
it looks weird. I don't want to
mad tall,
holler at
yeah.
you that. You can look good as hell in the face. I don't want to holler at you when you that tall.
I'm climbing it.
Personally.
Not that we're judging, but I get what you're saying.
But here,
I said personally.
No, right.
my two favorite Kardashians is
Chloe.
You have
No,
a
not
favorite
Khloe.
Kardashian?
I like.
I got a favorite Kardashian.
Courtney.
Yeah, I have a favorite
Courtney.
Kardashian.
You have
Courtney
person.
and Kendall.
Kendall is my favorite Kardashian.
Kendall?
Kendall.
So the short one and the tall one,
Yeah.
and that's my favorites.
Kendall is my favorite.
Kendall is the tallest one.
I used to.
Courtney ain't the tallest.
No, Kendall.
Kendall is the tallest.
Kendall,
tallest
yeah.
The model
Chloe
one.
was the tallest.
The model one. The model one.
The model one, yeah.
The one that
Courtney,
the one that
the
actually
littlest
looks
one,
Caucasian.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I thought Chloe was the tallest one.
Chloe.
Nah.
Chloe was the biggest one at one
She's
point.
she's the linebacker.
Yeah, she's OJ's daughter.
Hey, yo, come on, y'all.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
She's the linebacker.
Nigga, whatever. We know.
And Kendall is the center.
Kendall is the center.
Cause she's tall.
Yeah, you fucking with Kylie though? I like Kylie little ass. Even though
Kylie,
nah.
she don't look like that in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
when you have kids with her, that kid's gonna look crazy.
Kendall ain't do nothing to herself.
Kendall is kind of pretty. She's actually pretty for
No,
her.
Kendall and Courtney ain't do nothing.
No. Yeah, Courtney got her titties done, I think. But
I mean, she's a mom.
Courtney got her titties done. I think that's what she
got a
did.
little lifter.
She's probably the most naturally attractive though out of all of them.
Courtney was always my favorite. Courtney,
Right.
though I don't think she likes black people like that. She's
she's
the only one that never
yeah.
dated no black guy.
That don't mean she don't like black people.
Yeah, right.
I don't think she really like black people like that.
I don't think so.
I understand.
I've
but
watched
that-
certain episodes,
But
and
that
I'm like,
don't mean that.
And Kendall's running around with Bad Bunny.
Yeah, she went Bad Bunny
Any-
right now, yeah.
since we're on that topic, how do you feel about the women that can date men that have tried both men and women? Like, how do you feel?
I feel like we had this conversation with Tahoe where he was just like, it's not like a two-way street with that when it comes to, a guy trying to explore.
I get
like that.
I get that.
versus,
But how do you feel about it? How
do
do
I
you
really
feel about it? How do you
So,
feel? A woman that dates bisexual men.
Mhm.
How do you feel about a woman that
A
dates?
woman that dates bisexual men?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Who's Bad
That's
Bunny's
interesting.
bisexual?
You would.
You see the video? You see when is it Bad Bunny that was performing on the stage and he made out with one?
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did. That's
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't know.
yeah,
he's
bisexual.
Okay.
I think he's or they them kind of deal.
Yeah,
kind of.
he doing that
You know,
way.
down for everything.
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't even want to get involved in what the.
But would you date a shorty that?
Yeah, I'm asking about the girl. I'm not asking about her behavior.
That is interested, that has dated bisexual men before, and is interested in dating bisexual.
That means she's probably bisexual. That means because only a woman dating a bisexual man she definitely dealt with women because most women desire a man, right? Like if they like men, they desire a masculine man.
So you feel like a man that messes with a man is not masculine?
Not as masculine as the average sexual
Heterosexual
male. The heterosexual male is not playing those games, right?
So
there's a part of estrogen that's you know what I mean.
so
you I'm not gonna let you escape it. So would you actually date somebody like that or no?
I don't know.
Based on her being possibly bisexual as well,
If a
you don't
woman's
think
bisexual, I don't really think I care.
All right. So if she's told you, listen, I've dated men who have been with men before, and I didn't mind it, and I'm okay with it. It's okay if you're heterosexual, but that's been in my past, and I'm interested. I'm still like I still could do it if I wanted to.
I'm not going to judge her for her past. You know what I'm saying?
But so you would date her, no problem.
I would date her, no problem. Because at the end of the day, just as long as she respect the fact that that's not happening here.
But what he just said is real though. I feel like if a shorty is she's definitely will explore with women too if she's okay okay with dating a man that was dealing.
Yeah, she is.
I don't think it has to be a truth, but I don't believe it has to be the fact. You know, like,
I
but
don't feel that way.
But still, if they are interested in that, I don't know.
Like they would have to be able to understand that.
I feel like I would never be enough as a heterosexual man. Me personally, I feel like if a chick has dated a bisexual man before, I feel like she will definitely turn that against me at some point because there will be a limit to me where I'm just like I'm not willing to kind of explore other avenues that she's been able to explore with other men. So it's like I feel like I won't be enough. So for me, I'll be like, nah, I'll pass only because I feel like I would not be able to provide for you everything that you're used to being able to have. Because you could have a dude that's like, oh, let's date another chick, let's date another dude. Like let's bring all of it into this mix. Where I'm like, nah, that's not okay with me. You know.
I'm gonna knock it down until it come up. I'm gonna knock it down until you bring it up.
Then you be like, you know what? I've been thinking we haven't been working out. I gotta go.
Here you go with this bullshit. I told you we wasn't doing this. Now I gotta go.
So, all right, I want to get back to that question.
I knew you was on some bullshit.
I want to get back to what you said earlier, and I want to ask everybody else, because it's something that we spoke about a while back ago, with what masculinity is and all that. And you said something. You said that a male who sleeps with other men or deals with other men, bisexual or gay, is not as masculine or not as much of a man as a man who's just heterosexual.
Okay, so let me. Here's my thing. I feel like there's a certain right. There's a certain thought process in a heterosexual male that is not dealing with another male at all. Mm-hmm. You understand? Mm-hmm. And then to be bisexual, there's a certain part that you have to tap into, I feel, right? Like that they have, that they tap into.
That's more womanly.
That's more feminine, right?
I want to challenge that low key.
Because I'm just saying this, when you think about guys that are like they call manly men, mm-hmm. they're not even playing, like they're not even like, they don't do nothing that's even playing with that energy.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like to do that, there's a certain part of you that has to have a little softness to you
to allow that.
Softness.
Yeah, a little softness.
What is that? My man said softness. What are you using? Fabric softness? What are we talking about?
That low key, because like I get what he's saying. Like when it comes to the dude who's receiving, right?
Right.
But you kind of gotta like let's really think about this. For a nigga, right, to dominate another nigga, like you gotta think. Like, we're not talking about the bottom niggas. We're talking about the top niggas, right? That nigga has to be manly to another nigga. So I wouldn't necessarily make the argument that them niggas can't be masculine. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I don't think masculinity and sexuality is on the same wavelength at all. Like, again, if a nigga is dude enough to make another dude submit, then that's not necessarily a soft nigga. You get what I'm saying? Like, the niggas in jail that's busting niggas over the head is not necessarily soft niggas. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a different.
Yeah, I was
the way he went just now, I'm like, he's like, that's different.
Nah, but when he said about the jail shit, I was gonna have a question. Like, do you feel like those niggas in jail who are able to do that, were they just low key always bisexual niggas, and just jail just like they had to tap into it?
I feel like I agree. I feel like it depends on the amount of time you're in there,
and
bro.
Your conjugal visits.
And your conjugals. Time and conjugals. Do you
and
have a wife?
Right. Right.
Can you get some cheeks? Can you bag one of the nurses?
Right. Might even bag a guard.
Hello.
You know what I mean?
You good.
right?
Nah, you
Yeah,
good.
dog just get in trouble for that.
Yeah, all the time.
all the time. I hear that shit
Right.
happens all the time.
Right.
I hear that shit happens all the time.
So like if you getting cheeks from a woman, you not. But if you're not getting nothing and you on a life sentence,
And you're in a max security.
everybody looking at booty hole the same.
Oh my god.
They all looking at. They looking.
the craziest line I've ever heard. No, I do not look at all buttholes the
I'm
same.
not saying we do.
He said the niggas not us. Not us.
He said all buttholes start to look the same.
When they inside, that's how they. You can't. That's not how they.
That's how they thinking.
Right. They inside.
Especially when a new one come through.
Right.
Oh.
He looks soft.
He still got outside sun on him.
Right.
Oh my god.
It's a different. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You getting a life sentence. You inside and you ain't getting no conjugal, and the guards ain't fucking with you. Like, what are you
What's
doing?
going on?
They gonna take another route.
Yo,
I don't want to live that life.
for any of y'all out there on
That's why I'm
YouTube,
commit crime.
for any of y'all out there on YouTube, please make sure y'all send this out. Share this with a friend.
Please.
Join, hit the like button and make sure y'all comment. All right. I can't even. The thing is that sucks is that usually you send this out on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't even send it out.
It's still down.
Yeah, it's
Nah,
still
YouTube,
down.
you can share it.
Yeah, but you share it to. There's no community on YouTube. To
There's
share
no
it to.
community.
Share it on your text, your WhatsApp, whatever, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
You say your text or WhatsApp.
Not the same as sharing it to the people I have. Oh, matter of fact, I share it on TikTok.
Yeah. Can we alert our what you call it?
TikTok, yeah, we got a good following there.
Anyway, so are we going into our topics?
We definitely go into our topic.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's start off our topics. All right, because we just been bullshitting. This
Hey,
whole
for real.
time, so that always happens.
I'm sorry, folks.
No, it's okay. We love that shit.
My mouth crazy.
No, we good, man. We good.
Have you ever called or been called the wrong name during sex?
Never.
You never said the
Either
wrong name
or.
during sex?
Either
You
or.
never said the wrong name?
Never. I'm a pro.
Like, when I read this, I've never said the wrong name during sex. I've called, like, not during sex, but like in other things, like just in a conversation, said the wrong name.
Oh, oof, yeah.
But not during sex. I think sex is wild for you to do.
I don't really talk.
During sex?
I'm not.
Period. You don't
Well,
talk
keep
at
it
all.
simple, baby.
Yeah, I don't really talk.
I've never said the wrong name during sex, but I've definitely said like, yo, no. Every girl's name went end with a for the most part. Like it'd be hard as hell to not mix up names. Like every girl's name
Ends with an A.
ends with an A. Vanessa. So you talking to me? You be like, yo,
Tasha,
Tasha, Tanya. It's like
Joanna.
everything. Brianna.
Brianna.
So wait, you mess up the names based on that?
That should be fucking me up sometime. And then there was a point in time when I had an ex that her name ended with an E, and then the one right after I ended with an E too. So sometimes I'll be talking about like so and so, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, fuck. My bad. It's not intentional.
That's what I'm saying. I've done it in conversation, but not during sex. Definitely during conversation, you said the wrong name.
Bro, I've been called the wrong name during sex, and I've never stopped. I just kept sure, no problem.
Wait, can we get one of these stories?
Yeah, well, I've been called the wrong name. Busting a chick ass, you called me the wrong name.
And what you just?
I became Sam.
You didn't even laugh, nothing.
You became Sam.
You didn't ask hilarious later.
I
remember
sure.
the name.
No, that wasn't the name, but I'm just saying, like, you calling me Sam? Listen,
Sam.
whoever you think this is, busting these cheeks,
Nigga, it's Sam.
I do not mind. I do
You didn't
not
have the
mind.
conversation after, like, yo.
It wasn't my shorty, so
Okay.
what am I gonna? What are we talking about? Like,
Thinking
so
about man,
I don't care.
That means Sam was busting ass.
That means I'm busting cheeks just like Sam did.
Right. It's a compliment.
You gonna flip it?
Is it really?
It's somewhat a compliment. It brought her back to Sam.
She's not gonna call some whack dude's name. Do you
Right.
think she's gonna call a whack dude's name?
What if Sam gives her average dick and you were giving a real average dick right now?
She said the name.
Bro, do you think a chick is gonna remember average dick names?
Nah, you're right.
I'm calling you Sam.
For no reason, bro.
Sam.
This nigga killing it like Sam.
If it's not his shorty, it's great.
Bro, I feel like if I'm in a relationship with you and you do some shit like that,
We have a different
that's
conversation.
crazy.
What do you do when you're in a relationship, Jerry? What
If I'm in a relationship and I get called the wrong name, oh yeah, we're gonna have to have a conversation. I mean, or it might just be, grand opening, grand closing, depending on how I feel about shorty. I mean, like if it hasn't been working out and you call me the wrong name, all right, thank you, you sealed the deal. I'm done. I'm out.
And then if you know her ex's names and she say her ex's name, and you know the name, I mean,
yeah.
But what if she's saying ex's names and you don't know the name? She said
that's crazy.
How would you, Rich? How would you feel?
What if she said her work husband's name?
If I think about
That's
it,
so wild, though.
We gonna
the
get
work
to
husband is crazy.
Yeah.
That means the work husband. That means the work husband done hit it already.
Or she really wants him
him
to.
too.
Or she really wants him to.
Listen, man.
Like, you know my coworker Jeff. Then you hit him one day. Jeff.
What?
What?
I'm stepping out of that shit like a car.
Excuse me? Wait. Are you falling out of it? Are you
Falling out that
Are you jumping out of it?
Just like that. Stepping out that shit like that. Like,
My man falling back and everything.
about the nut and then be like, yo, let Jeff finish.
Oh, that's crazy.
that's nuts.
This clout is ridiculous.
But no. How I'd respond if you call me the wrong name. If you're my girlfriend, it's during sex is wild, crazy.
That's wild.
During sex is wild, crazy. However, as a nigga who's done, it takes a while before you start saying your ex's name, especially if you.
So you've done it before, so okay.
Not during sex, just in general.
You've never called the wrong name during sex.
I don't say names during sex.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
That's how you feel.
Because you were telling me that you had a problem with names that ended in E, so I'm like, did that happen during sex as well?
Yeah, you say I don't even say baby. I'll be like,
girl.
I ask questions during sex, like, do you like this dick?
Do you have a checklist? Do you have a survey?
Give her a questionnaire.
Listen,
I started being the best dick.
when I'm hitting from the back, I slide it right in front of her.
Hey, questionnaire. Like, fill out as we go along. Please. Yes, please.
Leave a 5-star review.
Rate 1 to 10.
You gotta whisper it in the ear real quick. As you smash, you get behind it real close. Do you like this?
Check yes or no.
Nah, let me stop.
No, but go ahead, bro.
This is crazy that the Instagram's not working.
Yeah, man.
But you know what's funny? I want to see what happened.
People joining on YouTube though. There's more people joining. I mean, right now we got like 7, but
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, if you're on YouTube, make sure you send this out. Send this out.
please.
All right. Well, so none of you have ever been called the wrong name either.
No.
I've been.
You been called the wrong name?
Yeah, he said
Sam. Oh, you said you didn't care. Yeah, Sam. My bad, Sam.
Yo, fuck you.
My bad, Sam.
Don't you dare. This nigga's trying to call me Sam.
Before we go into our next topic, I want to ask you a question. Are you single?
Yeah.
Why are you single?
Well, well, part of it is because all my friends say I'm picky as hell.
I've heard this.
They say I'm picky. Part of it, I can say, I don't know.
Are you picky?
I am, but I learned back in 2015, I think it was. I learned that subconsciously, the relationship with my mom affected my relationships.
How so? I mean, if you don't mind us.
Oh yeah. If you
dive a
don't
little
mind,
deeper.
yeah. If you don't
We gonna need
mind.
some more terminology. You know what I mean? So
Go ahead.
So basically, I learned that, like, I figured it out, right? That's good. So I figured out. I said, why am I always self-sabotaging? You know. And I had a conversation with a young lady, and excuse me, she dug into the conversation. Why you been single for so long?
How long have you been single?
Well, prior to my ex, I was with somebody in 2019, 2020. Prior to that, I was single for like 12, 13 years.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then before that...
Quick question: Did you have any time to work on yourself solely during
No,
those times?
I was a Thotosaurus.
Okay.
Do
Do you feel like that had any effect on you kind of just learning how to deal with the fact that you're saying that you had these issues with your mom and that how
Nah,
that
it
plays
wasn't
into your
until I had
relationships?
a talk. with a shorty, somebody I knew for like 20 years. I had this conversation with her, and she was just digging. She was digging. She was trying to figure out, because she was like, "You're a good guy. You out here. You do business. You got your own place, cars. You know, you ain't got no bunch of kids. You ain't got like just right." She's like, "So I don't get it. Like, why you?" And then she was like, "What, did something happen to you? Like, was you raped? Like, she started digging, and I said, "Well,
That's not the first place they go. Sometimes
why my honey hole got to get violated?"
That's why I'm at.
For me to be some type of way, like no.
Why your Bucci cat?
What'd you get?
Right. You know what I mean? So I'm like, nah. I said, I think maybe it's just the relationship with the disappointment from my mom that had me like, shorty, a female's not. Before you could disappoint me, I'm out.
Right. So you beat them to the punch.
Right.
Before they could even.
When they start getting close. When they start getting close.
You mean when you start
feeling some type of way?
When I start feeling some type of way.
When you start liking them.
Right.
Really like it.
So you don't want to like nobody too much.
I was like, I gotta get out of here.
But you know that's toxic though, bro.
No, I figured it out. So when me and Shorty had the conversation is when I figured it out. Right? And then it brought me to, you know what, I gotta stop doing that. So my last relationship, I actually was working on myself while I was with her.
Okay.
To try not to, right? Even though I saw red flags that we might not work, I still was pushing the envelope. Like, all right, you know what? Maybe it's just me, I'm tripping. So let me just stop tripping and let me, you know what I'm saying?
So what did you learn from that relationship that is going to help you?
Oh, I cannot be with nobody that doesn't have a certain mindset.
Okay.
But that's what it was about. It was about the mindset. I can't be with nobody that I have an entrepreneurial mindset.
Okay.
I can't be with a 9-to-5 person.
Ooh. So you are
okay.
Nah, because
that's interesting.
So
you have to be with another entrepreneur. Go ahead.
So no 9-to-5 at all, or
if you're going to be 9-to-5, just understand what I'm doing.
No. Could they have a 9-to-5 and still
and still be an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's just that if this is your how you view things.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that. So here's the thing with being an entrepreneur. 1, your time is valuable. That's 1. 2, you gotta be friendly with everybody, men and women. You're in the people business.
Mm-hmm.
Any entrepreneurial thing involves you. You're trying to get the masses. You're not focused.
Yeah, but being friendly with the opposite sex doesn't necessarily mean.
But if a person is super jealous,
it's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
That's very true.
That's very true.
He's
not lying. He's not lying.
It's not going to work because
super possessive.
Yeah, they can't help it. They can't help.
That's interesting, man.
They can't help you being around the opposite sex.
The reason why I say that's interesting is because we're technically, 3 entrepreneurs as well, but I'm married, and I'm like, it's kind of an advantage for me, like that I have that partner that kind of understands that, and maybe that's what it is. That's what I guess my boys always tell me, that you do have a person that's not on the I'm jealous or you can't do this or you can't do that side, because if I did, I would see.
She trusts you as an individual.
Hold on. Jabari asks us why we not on the gram. The gram's not working, bro.
The gram is down right now.
Hands down.
Shout out to y'all on YouTube though. If you're on YouTube,
please
hit that copy link and then send that in your group chats. You know what I mean?
I respect it.
Send that in your group chats. Hit the copy link and send it in your group chats. Let them know we live.
Please.
We are actually live right now.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. We don't know what's going on with Instagram. It's still down, right?
100%.
Yeah. All right. Yeah,
I was just actually checking it. Yeah, it's down.
It's still down. Maybe.
Yeah, but you have somebody that she trusts you. She trusts you as an individual. She trusts what you do.
You definitely have
and
to.
she's along for the ride. You gotta find somebody along for the ride. If they're not along for the ride, or they don't understand it, they're not rocking, and it's always gonna be. You always gonna butt heads.
Huh?
You're
pretty much like the second person to say that. I remember Blue. Said that if you start a business, if you're gonna become an entrepreneur, you can't be in a relationship because that's just not gonna work out.
The only relationship you're gonna be in is if you Clyde, she better be Bonnie.
Look, she better be part of the business.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay.
She better be Bonnie.
She gotta be willing to be something.
Or be super supportive at least.
Right.
Yeah, something.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Where it's like, listen, I understand, babe. You gotta work late tonight. Go ahead, do your thing.
Do your thing. Right.
Shout out to the supportive partners.
Yeah, shout out to them because
Yes.
like listen, because
Definitely.
usually when a man is doing all the stuff that he's doing, he's trying to do it to bring it back home to y'all. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially if you know that you were there to rock out with him through that. You know what I mean? Very important. But all right, since you said you were a picky man,
Oh shit.
describe your ideal partner.
5'4" and shorter.
5'4" is short. All right, so
5'4"
damn.
and shorter.
He said 5'4" or shorter, bro.
Yeah.
He likes himself
5'4"
a
shorter.
pocket size shorty.
You know what I mean? Curl up in like a little fetus in my arms. You know what I mean?
you're gonna baby.
What man said little fetus,
yo,
bro?
listen, ain't nothing like a girl crawling up under you when you sitting there watching TV and if her legs are
But a
stretching
big
over the
girl,
couch,
a tall girl could crawl up under you.
Right up under me. She's not a tall girl.
A tall girl, a big girl could crawl up under you.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, my girl. No, never mind. My girl's actually short.
Yeah, she's short.
Yeah.
She's short. She's the
Like
same
that,
size
right?
as my
Shit
wife.
feel good, don't
Yeah.
it? It's a different feeling. It is.
No, but I've been with tall chicks in the past, and I feel like I'm not saying there's a big difference, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
there's a difference.
there's a difference, but I'm just saying, as far as like, you still get that feminine energy, but it's just with a taller person. You get, you know what I mean? It's different. It's a different ride. It's just a different ride. That's all. It's a different ride.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I don't know how we got back here,
There we
but
go.
I'm gonna tell you this.
We're back.
I don't know how we got back here.
We're gonna stick to we gonna
His ideal woman.
Ideal woman.
Yeah.
I'll get back to what I was saying about
Okay.
We'll get back.
So
5'4" or shorter.
5'4" shorter. I like women that's curved a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I do like that.
In what way?
Like I like chicken wings with the fried rice. I don't want just the chicken wings. I
Hello.
want just the
So she
fried
gotta
rice.
have the ass and the titties.
He want
Yeah, I
the
like
meal.
both. I like
Oh,
both.
she can't have
want the
one.
meal.
She can't have
Yeah, I
one.
like
And
with
face.
I don't want no chick. I don't want no chick shaped like Tasmanian devil.
Oh, with the flat back. Okay,
Flat
gotcha.
back, low legs, look crazy, no hips.
Tasmanian devil.
Yeah,
I've never heard
That's crazy. And now every time you look at the chick, you gonna be looking at chick. You'll be like, Bro said, that's the Tasmanian devil.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yo, I've never heard that shit before,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
That's
It looks
crazy.
crazy.
What the fuck?
It looks
No, that was a good one. That was a good one.
It's crazy. I love that shit.
All right, wait. So you
Wide back and all that.
so she gotta have a pretty face, titties, and ass.
Yeah. I like, pretty to me. It don't. It's
Yeah,
like-
pretty to you.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
to you.
I definitely need a woman that's good with finance. I'm bad, so I admit it. Like I know, you know,
A financially
like, I know-
savvy woman.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Yeah,
I know my strong points, right? And if I do want to be with somebody that eventually I could build business with, I do want to be with a person I could build business with. So you can't have the same flaws I have in trying to build the
Okay.
business.
So, question for you: would you allow that partner to be the one paying the bills?
Manage
that's
all
okay?
the money. Take it.
What if that same
Give me
person
an
was saying
allowance.
it's not a masculine thing to not do that?
No, most women do manage the money.
Yep. That's a
Most
fifth
women
round.
do.
Yeah.
I know, and personally, it's she managed the money to the point where she told me she didn't want to manage the money.
No, I
So
need
then
one.
I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
so I'm managing the money, and that's fine
Yeah.
because she wanted me. She was like, no, I manage the money, but I don't want to manage the money. I want you to manage the money. I want you to be the one to manage it. So I was like, oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I guess for my wife, she thought the masculine thing in a relationship to do is that the man is handling the money. So that's why I asked. I was like, would you be okay with her handling all that?
Yeah.
I feel like-
Even you know what I mean, even if she feels like that's not what she should be doing.
I feel like once you get married and have kids, that money is handled by the wife.
I feel like
Yeah.
Like once there's a children involved and
Yeah.
home appliances involved.
Yeah.
Home
Yeah.
appliances.
Yeah,
that's it.
My man said home
Nah,
appliances
that's all.
specifically.
Real talk.
Because you don't care about like you know what I mean, like
No, I recently started living by myself,
Mhm.
type shit. But all of the only appliances that I've gotten since have been my shorty, my juicer, my wok, certain pots. Like I wasn't thinking about buying those shits, bro.
I would use all my old shits like
Yes, I
forever.
wasn't thinking about buying them. She was like, no, you need here.
That's what see, my
I'm not thinking about buying a wok, bro.
How's it
Come
been
on.
cooking in that wok?
I love my wok.
Bruh.
I love my wok.
I love my wok.
Women, I agree with Rel on this one. Like I feel like women are amazing as far as how they are their organizational skills.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I agree with him. Like
Facts.
me personally, like I think the best people, the people that I know that, besides unless you work in finance or accounting,
Right, what's up?
overall, just lay people, regular people, women are always the ones who had the. You disagree?
No woman can't handle my money better than me.
Not your money, just money in general. I think women handle.
Yeah, because it doesn't become your money. Well,
talking about your
in my
money.
case.
So,
But
that-
that's what I'm saying. It's opposite for me. It's weird because I found out that that's not what you know what I mean. Like,
So this-
and yes, my wife has organizational skills and she's good with that. But for her, she's like, I don't want to do that part.
Okay.
I just want you to be able to make sure the money's there.
My
If I need it, I grab it and we go
but
for
my
it.
wife tell me she not gonna handle
Wait,
these
wait.
finances. And take out the
You're
trash.
single, but your wife.
No, I'm saying if I'm
He said,
I'm single, but if I had my wife,
Okay.
if you're not gonna handle these finances, then take out the trash. Then.
okay. I mean, she might not have a problem with that. She might not have a problem with that.
I don't know.
Jabari-
No woman I want to take out the trash.
Cut your trash. That's
Jabari
so
said,
true.
shout out to Black for rocking with us in Ohio this weekend.
Yeah, we had an amazing
No,
time
for
out
real,
there.
like,
Fun as
Take
man,
out the
fucking
trash.
fun. I
Then. You
love
playing.
it.
Now I'm not gonna lie. I would prefer a shorty that knows how to handle finances too. Just me personally, like you know what I mean, like
Listen, I'd honestly rather her do it, but
but with
I've
that-
been called to
Definitely-
task.
She definitely got to be passionate and driven too.
okay, passionate driven, curvaceous,
Yeah.
pretty
Five-
pretty
five
to you,
four,
5'4"
small.
below. She could be 3'2".
You ever dated
She could be 3'2", 2'1".
a little person?
3-2.
Not that I ain't go that little.
So between 4'11" and 5'4".
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
4'11". That's really picky.
That's really picky. That's it.
She only had she had a 5-inch hot sweet.
He said, yeah. He said,
What do you want me to say? Yeah.
yeah.
That's really picky, bro.
Hey, what do you want?
He's not even disagreeing with you. He's like, what can I tell you?
All right,
bro?
well, just to address what y'all was saying before about the taller women and all that. My issue with taller women, right? Like for example, when we just went on a cruise, went on a cruise, met these two young ladies, one with dreads, one with locks. I'm sorry, one with locks, and one was dark, one was like a little taller, and like a little thicker. And when I'm chilling with the taller, thicker one, she said something to me one day like, "You mad little."
See what I'm saying? That's crazy.
See what I'm saying?
And I'm like,
You see what I'm saying? My man was right there. You see what I'm saying? I told you.
and I'm
What you
like,
gonna tell me? I told you.
I could bench you. That's what I was thinking in my head. Like I could bench you, shorty. Like you know what I mean?
Thinking about your actual.
But she's thinking about like my physique, and I'm like, listen, I'm pretty tall. I'm pretty tall laying down, shorty. You know what I mean? Like,
Right, we only say
Like-
size laying down.
like you know what I mean? Like,
But that just it's a stereotype that they have.
yeah, that's enough.
So
Other
you
thing.
got one too. So you saying you have it back for them? Cause you. So what you're saying is you know that the taller chicks is gonna be like, oh, you're little. So you don't even. You just take them off the board.
Nah, because if anybody who underestimates me, I like being the underdog.
I get it.
I
Who
want to
doesn't?
be the underdog.
Everybody do.
And then I want to come in there like Scottie Pippen.
Everybody want to be the underdog.
I want to come in like Scotty. I mean,
Yo, Scotty.
Yo, you think about his social life. You think about his social life, bro.
On the court. He got 6 rings.
not
He got 6 rings.
Chicago.
He got 6 rings.
That's what he talking about.
Yeah.
Right. He got 6
When
rings.
Jordan left, they
And
still
almost went
playoffs,
back to
you
the
know?
chip without Jordan. So
I understand,
Facts.
but I don't want to be Scotty.
It's social. You don't want to be social.
You don't want to be
Social
social
Scotty.
Scotty.
Yeah.
Social Scotty, I'm good.
Scotty's a bitter ass nigga, man. I'm sorry.
Of course.
Social Scotty, I'm good. If Future
I
could
mean,
take my
you wouldn't be better, bro.
Future's way shorter. Future's way
And
shorter.
that's what I'm trying to tell ya.
Holy shit, nigga.
Future's not taller than Scotty.
He's
shorter than Scotty.
Nigga, but that nigga still like 6'2".
Yeah, but
the
Scotty's
point I'm
6'6".
making.
What's
Wait,
that?
Future 6'2"?
Future's tall as shit, my boy.
I don't know.
A tall nigga, bro.
I don't know about that.
Look it up, my nigga.
I need to Google this. I need to Google
Yeah, I need
this.
to Google on that.
I need to
Yeah.
Google this.
Future and Drake both like 6 something, my nigga.
We need proof.
Yo.
Nigga, Google
But that's
it.
the only thing. That's my only issue with taller women. Is where women who get to a certain height or a certain weight often feel as though they have to express to the dude that you like me, yet you want to try to put me down by saying that you feel like you're bigger than me.
It might not be putting you down, but
No.
What would it
Challenge.
What did it do for you? You're challenging me.
yeah,
That's-
challenge, but that's not
some of
putting you
that-
down though.
But some of
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
just their flirtation too. Like,
Right,
little.
right. That's why I say it might not be putting you down.
Also-
It might just be like, you know, like stepping up to you, and you're like,
she
I don't
might
need
be
you to do that.
insecure about her height.
That's a very big point.
Future 6'2", you're right.
6'2".
6'2".
I got it exactly, nigga.
Future. That she might be insecure about her height.
That's true.
Being insecure, but why would so? If
And that might be
insecure
how she
she copes by
right.
making
Right.
joke. By making-
How many
what
people?
most
Come on, how
people
many
do.
people
That's
big
what most
themselves
people
up by
do.
putting somebody else
Yeah,
down?
that's what most
Laugh
people
at my pain. They say a lot of people do that shit.
Listen. Like I said, the young lady said that to me, and I was like,
It turned you off? Did it turn you off?
Just a little bit, just a
Oh,
little
okay.
bit, like just a tiny, not like just a
It
tiny
didn't, it
bit.
didn't make you want to actually take
Pursue
it down
her.
more.
No, at that moment, one I was kind of
Hey, you wanna
I was
talk
kind of
about
feeling her friend. I was kind of feeling her friend more in the first place.
Okay.
Okay.
But it was
And maybe
like,
that's how she said it too, because she peeped you was feeling a friend, and she was feeling you, so she was like, "You little."
Right. So now you gotta
Yeah,
prove
you know what
something because
I
you
mean?
know
Yeah.
if you like, wow, you gotta prove something. And now you gonna take her down, and bust her ass.
nah, that's not what happened though.
Nah, I'm just saying, that's
No,
probably
no
what
one's
she
saying
was
that,
going
but that's
for.
probably
That's what
What's it
that's
called?
probably the route that she was taking.
What's it called? Like that actually.
Because I found out that women will do that a lot to themselves as well. Like they'll put themselves down in order for like to have somebody else big them up, and I'm like, yo, why do you do that shit? That shit makes no sense to me. It's like, why would you just big yourself up? Period. Like,
I think a lot of people do that in general.
that's crazy. That's crazy to me. If I
think
knew
people
anybody
who
that
lack
did that, I would
confidence.
be cool with you.
I think people that lack confidence do that in general.
Facts.
I'm my biggest fan.
Nobody can
Happy
do
Sunday,
it.
Erica on YouTube, and Erica over there.
What's up, E?
I keep trying to tell y'all, nobody could make love to me better than me, bro.
We wasn't talking about that.
Yo,
Jerry,
I wanted to talk
how you-
about that, my nigga. Nobody
That sounds very
Let's stay focused, man.
That sounds very personal.
Craziness.
Next topic.
That sounds so
Jerry
personal.
just like to throw in random shit.
You know, have fun.
You
You got to
can't
love yourself.
me like I love me.
Oh,
baby,
you with
and
him?
know it's true.
Oh, you're with
No,
him?
that's what he said.
Oh, I thought you was. Oh,
his
brother, you got a whole song for him. Oh, you
Make
with him?
songs.
That's what he does, man.
Yo, now, let me ask you a question. If you found out, and I'm gonna make this your wife, because matter of fact, let's do both. If you were in a relationship,
Okay.
been with this person for like 2 years, you
Okay.
you consider it, you consider moving in with them, everything like that. If you find out they have extensive debt, are you obligated to help them pay for it?
Ooh.
We're just doing relationship right now. Then I'm gonna ask you if you're married to them.
Ooh.
But deep relationship, like
It's real.
Yeah, it's real. Like
You're
it's like,
in.
y'all in there. It's like 2 years in.
So
You see a
help
future
them-
with this person?
Help them pay the debt.
Yes. Do you help them pay it? Are you obligated to help them pay it?
Do you feel like you have an obligation to help them pay it?
No. I have
Okay.
I feel-
Obligation is the key word.
No, yeah, but it was pretty
No,
clear.
the key word was, do you feel like you'll
I feel
have an
obligated.
obligation?
Yeah, obligation.
Yeah,
is the key
yeah.
word,
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
And no, I don't. In a relationship, I don't care how deep it is. I'm not obligated to pay your debt. I can help you figure out ways to pay your debt.
How? You're not good with finances.
Well, actually, so I'm gonna point you to the right person.
Okay.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
That's still helping.
help.
That's
Okay,
helping.
yeah, that's still helping.
I'm
That's
gonna
helping.
point you to the right person. Oh, you know what? You need to talk to, like my sister.
Okay, alright.
Actually, my sister, she helps me with my finances
Okay.
now. So she got my spreadsheet and all that.
That's dope.
What you spend, how much you making, what you need to stop spending money on, blah, stuff you need to clear up. So then I'll be like, oh, okay, we need to have a chat with my sister.
Mm.
Because
Okay.
your
Let's go
account,
sit-
your
let's go
account
sit.
looks crazy.
Let's
So,
go sit down with my sister.
so now, you're
My
married.
wife does all that, by the way. But it's the same thing. She tells me how I can spend the money, but she just
Right.
wants the money there. That's all.
So now you're married to this person now.
Marriage is a different story because if you're married,
Would you marry somebody who has extensive debt?
Mm.
oh,
That you know has extensive debt.
oh,
That ain't happening.
oh.
You wouldn't do it?
No, will you do a big club?
If you're in the red, well, I'm good.
And this is why though, because I feel like if
So
I'm,
it's a no, and this,
Yeah.
this is why.
No.
because if
Okay.
I'm already with you and we ain't cleared this up yet, we're not going into a marriage like that.
Mm.
Now,
We can't go into the marriage. That means you have a
So then you do
problem.
feel obligated to help pay while you're in that relationship with that person.
No, like I said, if I brought you to sis and sis showed you the ropes and then you still in debt and you
Then we can't move
right,
forward.
you ain't listening.
Based on that.
You hard headed. You stubborn.
You're stubborn.
You have a problem.
Bro.
You need to see shopping AA or something. Something's wrong with you. Right? Something's wrong to the extent that you really like, I've been with you this whole time, you ain't fixed this?
Yo, bro.
That's crazy to me.
what's up?
No, I just want to say, like, I dated a girl one time, and her car got repoed from in front of my house, and that was the most embarrassing shit. Like it was like 10 o'clock at night, and there was lights flashing in front of my house, and the repo man is outside collecting her car, and like,
Wow.
I can't deal with that, my nigga. I can't. Like,
Did you leave right afterwards?
Shortly.
It was in front of his house.
In front of his crib, yeah. In front of his
got
crib.
repoed at my crib.
Yeah.
Would you break up with a girl for that?
I mean, bruh, how are we gonna work? If I see this happen in front of me, I'm like, so then
You know,
you're
that's
only
how
here
it's
to
gonna
use my credit,
You know
so
what
you
the
can get
question
another
is?
car and
You
get
know
that
what
repo.
The question is, what have you been doing? So, like, if I look on your gram, you partying, you traveling, you
Okay.
Talk,
right?
good talk.
Right,
doing-
right.
you out here living.
And your car got repoed.
Right. You was
in Dubai. You was in Dubai, your car got repoed. It's crazy.
It's crazy. How you in Dubai and your car got repo?
Your priorities is all the way to the left.
You gotta leave it.
Right.
You
Your
can't say
priorities.
Yeah, no, he's right. He's right.
there's no lie there, bro.
Let's not add the trips to Dubai in there. Let's not add all that. Let's just say that.
Now, if you had a hardship,
Let's just say
that's a different story.
Okay.
You lost your job. You've been looking for work.
And then they come repo
It's
the car.
crazy out here.
That ain't what it was.
Right? I get that. But if I look on that gram,
If you live in a
And you
lifestyle,
was at Brooklyn Chop House.
you can go to all your girls' birthday brunches. You look crazy.
you in Miami every year, bro.
No,
every year you in Miami.
No, I get it.
You went to all the brunches. You
Yeah,
got
Mr.
10
One.
home girls. That's at least $60 to $80 with the what's the
Bottomless
prefix
menu.
menu. Prefix menu $60 to $80.
When they're pulling out the
It's
numbers.
100 because it's tipping on
It's
that
tip,
shit.
come on.
100.
Right.
100 at brunch. Let's be real.
100.
Right,
Yeah, it's
come on.
100 that brunch.
So that's a fact. So now that's $10. That's $1,000.
Bro, you spent $100 at the
That was $1,000.
ice cream
That
truck
was your
nowadays,
payment
bro. It's
plus
fucking
insurance.
insane.
That's your car payment.
It's nuts, bro.
There we go, right
Right.
there.
Yeah, I don't. You're right. I don't see it working out with somebody who gets their
I had
car
a,
repoed.
I had a,
Wow,
I
you
had
with
a
me, bro.
shorty. I had a shorty. This is
Go ahead,
real
do you
talk,
think?
no
Do you
cap. I'm looking at her gram. She went on one trip 1 month. Next month she going on another trip. Next month she went on another trip. 4th month she hit me up. Bro, I need $40. Now hear me.
40.
It's $40.
$40, okay.
Right? But my problem
Big Cloud
was,
said nah.
did you just go on 3 trips, spend all your money, and now you, right? So if you asking me for 40, how much you ask the next dude for?
100.
Because you need more than 40.
First of all,
Yeah.
I think it's broke shit to ask a nigga for $40.
No, actually, no. It's building money up. No.
I get it. Don't ask me for $100. So it's
But
like
this is what I'm saying. So this is how I know you asking
Niggas
more than
asking
me.
for 100.
I'm
You
serious.
ask-
That's how he know game. He's like, damn, how many other?
But then my thing was, hold on. So you just went on 3 trips. You think nah.
How many 40s
I'm your
you
bank.
need to, how many 40s you need to cover 3 trips?
Right.
You
Right.
need a couple 40s.
And we
to
got
cover
into a
the-
whole argument. She was like, it's just $40. And it's not about the $40. It's the principle. To me, it's the principle. You went on 3 trips. You know what I'm saying? Like
You sound smarter than you put on about your finances, bro.
You should.
Like you know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing. I'm just saying is like I need someone a little smarter than
Yeah, I
me.
got you.
You know what I mean? But it's just in my head.
My
I'm
man
like,
did the
why
math
would I
quick.
give you $40? What am I like? And she didn't say borrow. She said give me.
Yeah,
$40.
of course.
And
Borrow?
her-
That's a word they use in there for.
But she tried to throw at me. Well, you've been trying to get my pussy. Like why? I can't get $40.
Oh no! So she's a prostitute.
I said, wait a minute.
Wait
I
a
said, but I
minute.
didn't get it. So therefore,
He said, but I didn't get it.
right?
But if you got it, if she's worth the $40.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe. I know
$40. Come on, that's nothing. But you gotta know that $40 is gonna come with a $40 2 weeks down the
here's my
line,
problem.
and another 42
Here's
weeks
my
down the
problem.
line.
Here's my problem though. You smashing somebody else, so go to him.
100%.
Okay,
She
okay,
did go to him too, though.
She did go
knows
to
that.
She went to him. She
went to
probably
him.
got the $140 from him.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're on YouTube, send this out. Send this out to a couple
It's
people.
just crazy.
Hit that share button. Send this out to your friends. Send it to your group chats. They
It's
can
crazy.
But here's the
group
problem
chats. Send it to
though.
your group chats.
I'm gonna keep it 100 though. And here's the problem. So it goes back to Mom Dukes, right? Like I've had that problem with my mom, where my mother feels entitled to my money.
Damn.
So any female comes along feeling entitled to my bread,
Bump head with your mom.
Damn.
it's already, I'm thinking, my mother rings a bell, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
She was in your pockets?
My mother been in my pocket since I was 14.
What are you, if you don't mind me asking?
What, like that?
Nationality.
So my mother's side is Bayesian. And my great grandfather, he was from Anegada, which is in BVI, British Virgin Islands.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
And then my
Anegada.
father's side, and then black, and then so I'm like 75% West Indian. And then my father's side, my grandfather's from Grenada,
Okay.
and then my grandmother's black. So I'm like 75% West Indian
And
and
black.
black. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I asked
Yeah.
that because I feel like that's well, you had a single mom.
Yeah.
But
But I was raised by my father.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
Don't
That's
even,
good.
I'm
That's
not,
different.
no, I don't even got shit to say to you.
Black said we suddenly don't relate. I don't relate to you anymore, bro.
Cause that, on that note, yeah.
Yeah, I was raised by my mom, so that's why like even the relationship with my mom. So like, there's parts I live with my mom.
Okay.
But so when I was about 14, 15, and I worked at McDonald's, I got my first check. My mother was like, it was $100. She was like, give me half out the gate. But why that's fucked up?
That sounds like
it's
the
wrong. Let me
correct.
t-
She wasn't saving it for you type
But-
shit? Like,
But you know why it's wrong? You getting money from my father. You getting money from my sister's father. You getting money from my cousin same age as me. My cousin, you get money from my aunt
Because you watch, because he's taking
because
care.
my cousin's staying with me.
Mm-hmm.
You getting money. You getting government assistance.
Wait, you don't bash your mom on the show.
Nah,
it's
it's
not.
real talk.
It's just
It's real
talk.
talk. I'm not
He's
saying that.
he's saying what he's
I
saying,
give
bro.
you
Like, how you gonna tell him, man? Keep it funky, bro. Go ahead.
And then she's babysitting my little cousin as well for my father's generation, my older cousin. He lived we was in Sacramento at the time. I lived in Sacramento for 2 years. And she's babysitting my little cousin, right, at the time. So she's getting money. And she's still
6, 7 different places.
and I'm not even asking, like, you're not buying me. I'm buying my own clothes. I'm going to work so I can have my money to buy my own shit.
That's very interesting.
You know what I'm saying? And you still trying to take my bread. So this is why, like, growing up, and then, growing up, this, like, what happened with, this is real shit. My mom would be like, oh, I need some money. You know what I'm saying? Here I am in my 20s, whatever. And trying to figure out life, and then you telling me, send you bread. Right? And then if I ain't got it, I would get cursed out. Talked about like a dog.
Yeah,
Right? But when I did do it, nobody says nothing. Right? So
I know that. Like.
so this is why growing up, the women that were looking for trick bags don't fuck with me at all. They already. I give off the energy like
Never.
I dare you. Ask me for some bread.
Are you the type of guy that
But when I'm with somebody,
you
give them the world.
yeah, if you treat me right, I'm giving.
Alright, how do you feel about like there's a video of a dude that takes a girl out to eat, and he takes her out to eat, and he out here, I don't know where he was eating that steak, because he was eating on plastic covering,
That's crazy.
he was like, the steak is good, and the girl starts taping him because he basically won't buy her food because she won't let him she won't go back to the crib with him afterwards.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Do you feel as though a woman should put out if you taking them out to eat?
Nah, listen, if you courting a woman properly, you really, that's the thing that women gotta understand too. We don't want to wife all of y'all. Like, you understand? Like,
but I feel like women will say the same. They don't want to wife. They don't want to. They might just
Right.
want some.
and that's true, and that's why people gotta stop playing. Just say what you want, but I feel like just because I take you out to eat, don't mean I'm getting it. You feel what I'm saying? It's plenty of women that I took out to eat. I ain't get nothing.
Now. Does the amount you spend?
Before you take out.
Does the amount you spend matter?
Determined.
Does the amount you spend determine on whether or not you feel like you should get it?
Because here's my thing. If I don't got it, I'm not inviting you out. You
So
understand?
you're not gonna invite her somewhere super fancy if you don't got it in the first
If
place.
I ain't got it, first of all, lesson to all fellas: pick the place. Do not let her pick the place. Lord Jesus Nazareth.
Lord Jesus Nazareth!
Do not let her pick the place.
Who is this? Who is
Do
this?
not let her pick the
being?
place.
Speak up.
Don't. You married. You don't. Do not let her pick the place. Until y'all locked in, don't let her pick the place. I promise you.
That was
Cause she
hilarious.
going. Cause you got some out here. Not all of y'all ladies. I love y'all. Some of y'all gonna test y'all pockets.
They're gonna test.
Some of them gonna test your pockets.
How do you respond to that when you see a woman is intentionally overly spend like she's trying to
Run up.
There's nothing you
She's
can
running up
say.
a bill.
Especially with social
There's
media.
nothing you can say.
There's nothing
You ain't
can say.
walking away.
Back in the day, you good, cause right, you could just
But you
no social media. You could be like, yo, you bugging. I'm out.
Nah,
she can't.
she gonna
She
throw
can
you
only
right
talk
on-
to her friends
She gonna
about
throw
you.
you right on the ground.
Now,
this broke nigga
Right.
can't afford a $3,000 bill.
Right.
Can you?
No, listen.
Right.
My whole thing
Yeah, that's
is,
funny as hell.
if I pick you up in the peas, you better not pick nothing 5-star.
dinner on
if I pick you up in a P's, you ain't never been to a 5-star restaurant.
You better not pick nothing 5-star.
3 stars, the most.
Fat too.
He said 2 stars. Like, why would you go to a place that's 2 stars, bro?
If I picked you up in the peas, if you got roommates, and you sleep on the air mattress, don't act crazy with this bill.
Don't
act crazy with
this bill.
So then y'all should just go to Chick-fil-A, bro.
That's a fact.
This nigga said, don't act crazy with this bill.
Yo, hold on. Broke one be picky over a restaurant too. Like girls with money
Don't act
They
that
don't
way.
care.
They don't care.
care.
Yeah, they don't
girls
care.
always want something 5-star.
Girls that got money want an experience. They've been to all these places already.
Wow.
Right? Girls that got money, they've been to the STK, they've been to the Tao, they've been to Philippe's. They've been these
They're like
places
make me
already.
Don't
laugh.
impress them.
Right.
They like nigga.
They,
You make me
they
laugh.
can, any dude could take them there. Show them something new. Show them an experience. They say, oh, this is an experience. This
I
is
respect it.
I like that.
I respect it,
I like
man.
that
It's
too.
different.
I like that
Listen,
too.
listen to this young man. He talking pure facts.
All right.
Show him.
I've been outside living.
No singing, please. Thank you. Is monogamy the smartest choice for people?
Depends.
For you?
For me, it is.
For you, it is.
Yeah, for me, it is.
Have you ever cheated in a relationship
Never.
in your entire life?
Entire life, never cheated.
Have you ever been cheated on?
My philosophy on cheating, why it don't make sense to me, now, especially nowadays. If you want to live, if you want multiple women, you can live that. Like there's women out here that will accept that. You don't have to cheat. The problem with cheating is that people are trying to have somebody and make them okay with the bullshit. Right? It's like you trying to change, like, right? But if you, at the end of the day, you don't, like, you could literally be out here and be like, I don't want to settle down. I'm just having fun. And you could tell women that. And there's women that will accept that. it's too many people trying to challenge people to make a person accept their bullshit. No, listen, this is me. You with it or not? And then if they not with it, walk away.
So now, all right. I hear
So that's why I never cheated. Because I was like, I'm not getting in a relationship to argue about, come on, you're not doing that. Like, if I'm in a relationship with you, I'm with you. If I want to be out here and be thotty, I'm going to be thotty. But I'm not going to commit to nobody while I'm acting up.
Okay. Now, you said monogamy is what you think is smartest for you.
I think so.
Okay, now, so if you had a woman that said to you, it's okay for you to sleep with other women. I'm okay with it. What are you choosing to do? You're gonna decide. I'm gonna stick to my one chick anyway.
I'm gonna. So I always say that sometimes I feel like I need a woman that's bisexual sometimes, because I do say, like, you know, I need a woman, because I feel like bisexual women are they can be jealous, but if you find there's something that's not as jealous as just the regular woman, right? They're looking at women the same way you looking at women. So, but here's for me, if I had a female that said, oh, you can sleep with, I'm not doing it unless she initiates it.
So it'd have to be a threesome that
Yeah,
she
it had
has,
to be a yeah.
So then you
It had to be
that she set
communal.
up.
So wait, hold on.
It'd have to be
Pay
communal.
attention to what I'm saying. I asked you what's smartest for you.
What's smartest for me is if a woman tells me that, I hear her, but I'm not doing it.
Hold on. What's smartest for you? I asked you, and you said monogamy.
Yeah.
But you said if she decides to engage in a threesome, which is definitely not monogamous.
No.
You said you would take that opportunity. So
No.
clearly,
So what I'm saying is that so this is my mental. I live my life based on who am I dealing with and what they want and what they've been used to or whatever, right? If I meet a stripper, I'm not going to tell her to stop stripping unless I have the money to tell her to stop stripping.
okay.
Right? So I have to accept you as you are. So me, when I meet women, I accept them as they are. This is what you're bisexual, or you're not bisexual, or you
don't set any rules. You don't say, hey, this is how you're gonna be with me though.
Because I'm like this. I
You
met
could be
you
in a
like
champagne room all the
I
time.
met you like this. No, here's my thing.
But Richards,
No,
that was
listen.
a chill. What the fuck? What just happened to you?
So that's my thing. If she tells me I work in a strip club and I be in that champagne room, it's at that point where I have to say, okay, can I deal with this or
I
not?
was with you to the champagne room.
No, but I'm just saying this. You at that point you have to ask yourself, am I okay with this or not? And if you're not okay with it, you have the freedom to walk away. You don't have, like, people act like when they meet people they have to be in these situations. You don't have to be in these
You
situations.
can make your choices.
You can make your choice and walk away. So for me, I accept people as they are.
Oh.
So if my ex, she was straight, no chaser, no, she ain't bi, she wasn't none of that. She was all about men. And honestly, if the shit that we didn't bump heads with didn't happen, we would still be together.
You would have been fine.
We'd have been fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's just me. I accept people for who they are.
For me, I
It's-
don't think monogamy is fully for me. I feel like monogamish. Cause remember we was actually on another podcast. And the dude he told me, he was like, you know, you're not. He's like, it's monogamish. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I never heard that before. That's new to me.
where and that's because it's so funny. Like, you want your girl to kind of be, well, you don't want to, but if your girl is bisexual, you're with that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're okay with that, and
Right.
so
It's more accepted. You know,
She makes the rules. Right.
Right.
It's
She
more socially accepted, I guess. It's more
but
the
the
norm.
part that you said that she makes the rules, I would want to initiate some girls too for doing this. Like,
Yeah, why does she
like
have to choose?
I could still choose girls too. Like you could, because like you said, they are a lot less
Yeah,
jealous.
I've
Bisexual
spoken
It's a
to
way
women.
to do it though. Cause
Oh, yeah.
you with
Yeah.
your shorty. Yo, shorty, what you think of shorty right there?
Come on, man.
That's you. You're planting the seed. Oh, you see shorty?
I never had that life.
You never had the.
I never had a girl that I could do that with, really.
Would you be interested in having a girl that you could do that with?
You could have had that life.
Are you interested in having a chick that
You might have, but you just. And some of them you didn't even know.
That's what I'm saying. Would you want that now? Would you be interested in having that?
No, you didn't want that life. Say you didn't want that life.
No,
be honest.
Huh?
You didn't want that life. You could have had that.
And you don't want that life.
You don't want that.
I know what you're talking about.
I know you
That's
know
what
what
I'm
I'm talking
asking
about.
him.
But he's because
you know something
political.
I don't think I want that life.
And so exactly,
Okay,
you didn't want that life.
So you wouldn't want a partner that's in the women.
He didn't want that life.
What I want, you know what it is? Early on in my life, like my first real serious relationship. Because often here y'all talk about it. I don't usually answer. We'll talk about if your girl cheated on you with a girl. How would y'all feel about that? And I know y'all spoke about
No,
that.
yes, you answered that.
What did I say?
You said it fucked you up. You said you was excited about it. She told you that.
yeah.
Now we spoke about that. You
Oh, so
definitely
you
spoke
had a
about that.
girl that fucked.
Like I had a girl. She didn't like cheat on me to leave me. She just was trying out a girl to try it out.
Oh.
And came back and
told me. And
She didn't try to include you to the party?
I wasn't around for me to be included. You know what I mean?
But later on?
I don't think it got to that.
He
was fucked up.
didn't even let. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He
Yeah,
didn't.
it got to
That's my point. What I'm saying. He didn't want that.
Like when she told me, I
lifestyle.
was like, so you cheated on me, like, and she was like, it's for the girl, like I wasn't mad like if she cheated on me with a dude, but I was still like,
Right.
you violated my trust, like
Get it?
I was calling you that night, like you know, something that always crosses my mind when you find out you get cheated on is I was
What
probably
moment?
blowing you up while somebody was blowing your back out. You probably looked at the phone. It was like
No, she really wasn't. They
You probably
was so
why did you make this whole scenario?
It was
And
scissoring.
it was scissoring, whatever. Imagine that. You're not even getting penetrated. You look at the phone, you see me calling, you're like, whatever the hell. How did that go?
So let me ask you-
My man did the butterfly. What the fuck just happened?
No.
So I got a question. You're in entertainment business. This
Yeah.
is entertainment.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know that, like, at the end of the day, you being involved in this business, most regular women, like the women that's not involved in this lifestyle at all, they find it hard to deal with dudes like us.
What do you mean?
Because we're around the women that we're around in this business intimidate them sometimes.
Okay, I agree with that.
So-
I can agree with that 100%.
So at some point you gotta kinda like if you find a chick that's bi,
You gotta be open with that.
you might have to be open with it because she might give you less headache.
Bro. And the one he's talking about is not even the girl who I'm talking about, who he should have been in a relationship with.
Who?
You know, I'm talking about someone.
Oh, so you saw the one for him.
I know the one for him.
Wow.
Heard you.
I hear you.
Yo, and that's his best friend of.
All right, Instagram,
how many
Instagram's
years?
working now.
Instagram!
I mean, we only got like.
Next time, we haven't done any topics yet, right?
we did. What are you talking
We
about?
did one topic.
We got mad topics, trust me.
Yeah, nah, we really did one topic for real.
Yeah, we did one
two-
topic.
we
I was
did
like,
two- we did
two topics.
Instagram is back. Heard you.
Instagram is back.
That's crazy. Well, listen, nobody's really been commenting this time, so
How could they on Instagram
on YouTube.
It's like 14 people.
All right, so then give me the Wi-Fi so I could
Oh, you didn't give it to him?
Yeah, no.
It's
yeah,
had
it
9
wasn't.
point Julie.
because it was hands down, man's down.
And the gram is back.
I seen food over there. Stop playing. You came with 2 plates. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? I thought about
With
that.
2
I
plates.
thought about
This is
that
from
shit.
Shy.
That's crazy.
This is from Rich.
We live.
Did you ask how many people was gonna be?
We live, man. Actually, I'm gonna text Shy about that too. We're not gonna be
There's supposed to be
doing
more
that.
people here. I'm surprised.
Wait,
What's
This
Christelle?
is from
Can I use
Shy.
What's Christelle?
We this is an intermission right now.
Yeah.
Nah, we back.
I don't know.
Oh
Nah, we
damn!
live.
I want to use the bathroom.
Go ahead. Show them the bathroom, Jack.
Oh,
Yeah, let me use.
Yo, if you on, y'all know the
Oh, it's
gram.
nothing in here. It's over.
Oh, okay.
Nah, cool. We
Quick little intermission.
We coming right back. Hold on, y'all.
Now we still here. Listen. Let me talk to the people.
Let's talk to the people. What's
Let
up?
me talk to the
first of all?
people.
Can I say that I haven't seen you all week, my best friend? How you?
I'm good, man. Love you.
I love you too. You know that.
You know what I mean? This is my guy right here.
You know what I
Hey.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you.
Don't be mad you ain't got no best friend.
Hey,
Here.
get a best friend.
Get a best friend. Get a best friend, all right?
Gay.
Yeah. What's it called? But no, shout out to y'all out there who
The gram is back, y'all. Go on y'all gram.
For all of y'all that's going on the gram to join us, make sure y'all do that. Share this out with your friends. I'm at it to forever for this to work,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Our entire show.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like trying to sabotage us. But I'm kind of happy because I've always said that I do want to go live on Instagram.
Yeah.
I mean on YouTube.
It
So
forced us to today.
yeah, it forced us to today. So you know what I mean? Is it live on Instagram now?
Yeah.
It is.
I'm on there. I'm watching it, man.
It's not showing me.
Yeah, look.
I think this is the first time we ever did an interlude,
You're
right?
looking ugly as hell right there.
Interesting.
I'm looking at
I don't think we've ever done this.
Black said I'm
First time we've ever done an interlude, bro. Like, really?
I'm looking ugly, man.
Yeah.
This is craziness.
Oh, yeah, we're up. We are up.
I'm glad we shut Jerry down this time with the, you know, I mean, look, we're like, no more of you just randomly making these statements. No.
What's gonna happen? I mean, you guys just do that. We'll be all right.
No, Jerry.
No, Jerry.
No.
Don't let it happen.
You don't need to hear about how you make love to yourself the best. Jesus. Gotta stop them in his tracks.
Yo.
All right, I'm gonna send this out to a few people. But in the meantime, Jerry, please start our next topic.
I got it.
Y'all both.
Are there
All right,
any unspoken rules or conditions when in a situationship?
Wait, hold up. Rewind that question.
All right, you know when you start dating somebody to be in a relationship with them, right?
Okay.
There's usually like little rules that y'all have, like probably unspoken rules, like all right, if this person's really feeling me, she won't be necessarily sleeping with other people, especially if y'all been intimate already.
Oh, unspoken rules.
All right, but unspoken rules for a situationship,
Oh.
like someone that you're not in a relationship with, y'all both have expressed that y'all not. One of y'all expressed that y'all not looking for a relationship right now,
Okay.
but y'all dealing with each other. Is there any unspoken rules in that, or you allowed to do whatever the hell you want?
Oh, one unspoken rule.
What's that?
No pop-ups.
That's your only rule.
Ooh.
So she
That's
gets smacked.
one of them. No pop-ups.
Unspoken. I like that. That's unspoken.
Yeah, like if you pop up at my crib
No.
unannounced,
Unannounced.
You're no longer my situationship.
In a situationship, you're
yeah,
bugging.
yeah, you're bugging. You don't have that.
No,
You
I'm
don't
with
have that.
I
Like
agree with that.
I ain't commit to you. You don't have that freedom.
How dare you?
Yeah, but you just show up.
My house?
Crazy.
Nuts. Nah,
Yeah.
But now I agree with him. Like that's so funny because I was gonna say there actually shouldn't be any unspoken in the situationships. I feel like we need to lay out what shit is. But that is one that's that doesn't need to be said. Don't
Right.
pop up at my shit.
Right.
That doesn't need to be said.
Right.
I agree with that. But I feel like everything else you gotta
Because
lay it out.
in a situationship, we're not committed. That means I could be dealing with somebody else that I'm actually into.
Mm-hmm.
That we're working towards something.
For real.
But I just didn't put all my eggs in one basket.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't get like me and this person ain't get to the point where we're committed yet, but I want to commit, or like the energy is there. We just
Is there any potential to be in a relationship with the situationship?
I got an on-off button that's so crazy. Like my on-off switch is crazy. Like once I'm in the mindset we just smashing,
That's it.
that's it. It don't.
Actually, that was a great question, Jerry.
Yeah.
Question for y'all. Before you were married, for you, when you chose to be in a situationship, what was the reason? Well, it's case by case, but
Like what are reasons?
what are reasons? Like if you choose to be in a situationship, does that usually mean that you don't see that person as somebody you could be with?
No, I wouldn't say that. I just would say it's a mindset. I'm not going to do any of the committed things that a person who is pursuing or even courting a person would
But
do.
if you like somebody, why choose a situationship over a relationship?
It's a selfish reason, I would say.
It's a brick wall thing,
It's
kind of
a-
too. Like, you know what I mean? When you go into a situationship, like you saying that, like, oh, we're not in a relationship, we're just doing this thing.
We're having fun.
You put up that wall because you're like, oh, and just in case anything does happen, you'd be like, we wasn't really together anyway. It was a situationship. But like as time goes on, you can't. I feel like out of situationships, you can build into a relationship, or there's situationships where I know I would never ever date you in real life, but we will do this.
How many situationships you been in that turned into a relationship?
One, the one I'm in right now, was a situationship before it was my relationship.
That's the only one, and you've been in how many? Many.
I've been, but I'm not saying that the odds are high. This is a 1% chance, but the shit can happen.
How many situationships you had that turned into relationships?
None.
So pretty much for the most part, usually when you make a girl a situationship, you don't plan on making them into a relationship.
I agree with that.
They made me the situationship.
What do you mean?
Meaning like they came to me.
Yeah, but
Saying that they wanted you to be a situation?
like they just wanted some D.
Yeah, they don't want no.
Have you ever had a time where they said that they just wanted some D and you caught feelings?
Never.
No, that's never happened.
Never.
Oh well, he said he got that switch. So if he said,
Yeah, that's good.
What
for
about you?
The one I'm in right now. It was supposed to be a situationship, and I caught feelings. Nigga, hell yeah. That's what the fuck happened. Nigga, I told you.
It might be this old here telling it. I keep trying to tell you it's not right, yo.
This is the conversation we had. Like, when we first started talking, nigga, it was not supposed to be nothing close to this.
I've had numerous women get mad and be like, no, they caught feelings. And they be like, I don't want to keep doing this. Like, we don't go on dates. We don't do this. And I'm like,
But that's what
talking about?
we
This
don't
is
do
what-
that. We never do
What are we
that.
talking about?
yeah,
That was never us.
You changing the game on me. What is going on here? Now you gotta go.
That-
And I'm already a runner, right? Man, I told you I was already a runner.
He's a track
How do you
star.
know? Let's not singing that.
Right. So I was already in run mode, and now you really, now I gotta go.
It was too perfect, bro.
No,
So all right. So let me ask y'all a question. With the situationship thing, is it because it started out as a situationship, whereas you was like, oh, I don't want it to ever go there?
Right. I feel like it was a selfish reason that I jumped into the game. I wouldn't change the rules on myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for me, it was just like, all right, I came into this saying this is what it's gonna be.
Right.
If I switch it now, I'm gonna confuse myself. It's gonna be, I'm gonna be all fucked up in the game because I'm sitting here thinking it's something else now. No. That's what it was. That's what it is. I mean, like, I'm gonna have to find the one that it's a relationship from jump or whatever the hell it is.
There was never a situationship that you wanted to be more than a situationship, or that you like. It started out as just a situationship, but you started to
Catch feeling.
catch feelings.
I want to speak on what I've done, not necessarily saying what could be possible. There's definitely situations that I've had that I feel like may have the potential to turn into. I know people that you're speaking about in particular.
I'm not. Right now, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm being a
Okay.
journalist right now.
All right.
I'm not being personal.
Okay. All right. Well, if you're being general, most likely, usually, especially after college and after like the age of 25, 26, if I chose to make you a situationship, it's because I don't want to be with you.
Right.
Plain and simple. I know y'all beating around the bush a little bit.
No, you're right.
I'm being 100% real. If I chose to make you a situationship, it's because I don't see you as wifey material, or I have another person who I do see as wifey material. So even if you were, I don't categorize you as that. I put you in a situationship so that I can like have you have my cake and eat it too.
Categorize it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's really like let's be real.
You're right.
Men have situationships so that they can have their cake and eat it too. I probably have a whole shorty or have a chick that is my main ace boon coon, and you are the person hanging on by a thread thinking that it's going to become something more.
But
it's never going to be that.
And do you feel like you have any say in this person feeling like it could be more? Do you feel like you have a hand to play in the fact that this person feels like they're hanging on by a thread, feeling like it could be more? Do you feel like that has any part to do with you?
That I'm making them hang on?
That they feel like there still can be something.
I mean,
that can be something. You know,
if you're if you're being honest with them, with them, and tell them like, yo, I'm not looking for a relationship with you. That's really on them that if they continue to hang around.
Right.
That's a
You know,
fact.
you know what I mean? That's really on them.
Right.
Like
So it don't matter if that person falls off, is what
if
you're
they-
saying.
I mean, you probably don't want them to. Like I didn't start a situationship with you because I didn't care if you fell off or not. There's been plenty of times you see a dude mad at his girlfriend, and it's because he's mad at his
Yo,
It's side bitch.
that's
that
crazy
is-
though. But don't ever, you can't let that happen, bro. That's not.
I mean,
that's not part of the game.
It happens.
That's dangerous.
That's dangerous. I think
but it
that's
happens.
dangerous.
It happens. It happens. I'm just saying.
It's a lot of
what,
frustration.
bruh? Because the way women could go into the past and figure and be like, oh, so that time when you didn't want to watch that Netflix show, you didn't want
mad
to chill,
'cause
it's
you got a
because
boyfriend?
somebody and you saw. And I remember I saw you looking at your phone, and they put stories, and they got a whole fucking thing, and it's like,
They're
bro,
the
you don't
best
want to do that.
Yo, bro.
You don't want to do that.
Do you have any? Not a flip.
Go ahead.
Do you have any like when in a situationship? Do you have any unspoken rules that you have?
Unspoken?
Mm-hmm.
In a situationship, unspoken rule, besides don't pop up at my crib.
Or you added that to your repertoire?
Yeah, I like that one.
He said, I like that.
Just know that we're not gonna be in a relationship. Like you just gotta know. You in your heart of hearts, like you gotta see my actions and know how I'm talking to you. Like if you a girl and I'm not in a relationship and I'm telling you like, yo, I don't see myself in being in a relationship, and then you see me in a relationship, you just gotta understand that it wasn't meant for you to be that position. It's not a
Damn.
It's not like I don't fuck with you. It's just
That's a real thing.
it's
Yeah,
a real
but
thing.
it's
Am I lying? No.
Yeah,
I got
right.
another one.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Don't hit me with all that lovey-dovey talk.
If it's a situationship,
Yeah, don't hit me with the I miss yous and all that. Like, I don't even care.
Damn, they can't say they miss you.
Why?
Yo, you know.
Yo, why?
Why?
Because they miss you. Because
Nah.
the situation that they know they had with you, they miss it.
Because that miss you stuff leads to
the emotions.
your emotions. That means your emotions is getting involved in this situation.
So, Rel, do you honestly believe a woman can detach the emotion from the sex?
It'd be hard, man. It ain't one situationship I ain't been in that eventually the girl was like caught feelings. Give me your whole
So-
soul.
And that's pretty much my sentiment towards it. I don't feel like a woman could detach that, you know.
It's harder for them. It's definitely harder for them. It's easier for us because we already like people hate, especially women. They hate to admit the fact that this is a animal kingdom. They hate to admit this, and they hate to just like realize like this really is like when you compare like lions.
Tigers
Right.
and bears.
When you compare
Oh, my.
lions with there's one male lion
Right.
and a bunch of females.
The lionesses, yeah.
They do the hunting. They gotta understand that they have their sisters that they hunt with.
And this one lion is sleeping with all these lions.
Hit everything.
Down.
They don't understand
Slanging
that.
and banging.
They don't understand that
Because women are saying they're not lions.
monogamy is really a made up thing.
Yeah.
Monogamy,
We're back to another good topic.
monogamy is not.
That was
This is-
created.
That's a biblical thing, and the Bible was made by men.
Yo, he sound like
Let's
me.
talk about it.
He sound like me.
Talk about it.
This is not human. Like nature, like Mother Nature. How many sperms we got in one bus? Millions. How many eggs they got? One.
One every month.
One every
Born
month.
with all
My man, yo, my man made it seem like it is the miracle egg. It's the egg though.
He said, nigga.
He said we got millions. They got
Every
one.
night is millions. Every time we bust a night is millions.
Millions.
That's a fact.
They only got that one egg.
One egg.
Yo, did you just downplay the
How
egg?
many more women in the planet than men?
10 to, it's 10 to 1, right?
Thank
Or something
you.
like that.
Thank you. And I'm not saying this is the life I want to live. Because I can't afford more than one right now.
You don't want more than one.
I don't know.
Bro, I got 4. I definitely
I know
understand.
it. But why do you
You got
think?
4 women?
I got 4 kids.
Oh,
But
it's
why
about
do you
women.
think?
Oh,
why
oh
do
no,
you
no, 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 no.
We never hear.
No, I was talking.
I'm sorry.
You're,
I'm about to
No.
say, wait, when did this happen?
Just one.
We never hear.
Just one.
Yeah, I was say, wait, when did this happen, Zuri?
We never spoke about this. No. Just one there.
we are not in Utah. We are not in Utah. Don't say that out loud. We are not in Utah. Don't say that out loud. Wait, think about it. Why? This is why rich men get away with what they get away with. Because they have the finance.
So rich people should just admit that they're definitely not monogamous
Exactly.
and just
Rich
live
men
their
have
life.
the finance to deal with multiple women. They have the no, it doesn't.
So
but,
monogamy is just
but
based
what I'm
on us
saying
being
is,
broke.
what I'm saying is,
We broke motherfuckers. So we monogamous.
women accept a rich man, right? Because he has the finance. If I have 4 women and all of them got the same size house, they're not. What do they say to me? Nothing. I'm not saying a word. But if you a regular Joe out here and you trying to have 4 women, yeah, they got a problem. You don't have the resources to shut me up.
You don't have the resources to shut me up is real shit. That's real shit.
Big talk. Do we have any? Do we have anybody that wants to say anything? Because
Ladies, that's
we got some ladies on the couch. Yes, please.
So let me ask the 2 ladies on the couch.
Yes.
Shout out to y'all. Y'all get with a billionaire guy. You know what I mean? Whatever. You meet him, he's treating you lovely.
It was right there.
But him having other women, would that be a problem if he's a billionaire? It'll still be a problem? Okay.
They say that now.
Right there.
They say that now.
Right there.
But a rich dude knows how to maneuver.
They're not even gonna know about each other. He gonna be like, you know what?
Listen.
He gonna be like, you know what? Your house gonna be in
Hold on,
Texas.
let me just say really quickly. Look at Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon got 80 baby mothers. He takes care of all of them. He's out here doing whatever. I'm not condoning what he's doing. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But none of them are complaining, and there are loads of women lined up to be the next contestant.
Exactly.
Very much so.
And part of it is because the way he's moving with each of them, like
Right.
you said, they all
Right.
have everything they want, so they
Right.
don't care. But those women were also looking for that lifestyle. Correct. You're
And
talking to 2
that's
different
what I'm-
women.
right,
So
that's
if
what
I
I'm
wanted
saying.
that lifestyle, I would date an athlete or an entertainer.
Exactly.
And I would have to accept whatever he does. But
Okay.
if I'm not looking for that, then
Exactly.
I'm good.
Okay.
Exactly. And that's why I say this goes back to cheating, right? Like, why cheat? Right? You don't even gotta do that. Make some bread. Get some money out here. Get some real money.
Bro,
out
so
here.
nobody gonna come in the comments now we on Instagram and be like, Rel cheated on me.
Nah, nobody.
Alright.
He ain't get caught, huh?
Nobody.
Well, send it out to your last 3
I did.
ex-girlfriends.
I sent it.
He just said
No,
that.
no, you know what's funny?
What?
I was so good. They don't even follow me.
I didn't even follow
Wait, so you were so good to them that they don't follow you?
It was hard for them. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all a little secret. Let me break this down. Let me explain. My relationships were good.
Yeah.
They didn't want to break up,
Okay.
which makes it harder when I broke up with them, because it's like, if they had something to lean on to, right, while we broke up, I cheated, I was sleeping around, right? They probably would still be following me now, right? Like, it's harder for a person to walk away from you off the strength of, like, this is not working.
Okay.
They don't even, it's like, he's breaking up with me because he's saying that our relationship, we're not working. Not for no reason at all, but we're not working. So it's harder to deal with.
I can agree with that 100%.
So he provided closure. That's why they're good.
And they just don't want to, you know what I mean? They like, I can't follow you, I can't watch you on Instagram, right? Because they're still feeling there. Because they didn't want to break up.
Because there was nothing wrong.
They felt it was nothing wrong.
Excuse me.
But it wasn't working for you.
And like,
So I got a question for you, Ro. Do you
as
feel
they
like
go down the line, they realize that.
do you feel like they're can be another chance with any of these women?
Oh, I don't go back.
You don't go
I
back.
don't spin the block.
You've never spun
Yeah,
a block.
no.
Emotionally or physically?
Ask him.
You don't smash again. You don't.
Nothing.
Other day,
We don't talk.
We was talking about that, like with
No.
with like actual girlfriends. I don't spin the block with actual girlfriends.
And you know
Like
why?
situationships,
Right.
you can always come back.
Somebody out there.
Yeah, but girlfriends,
Yeah.
yeah,
You free?
yeah.
Becky,
facts.
Becky with the big lips.
Facts.
Yeah, she's definitely. You definitely.
Hit him with a. You ain't married yet?
My exes? Yeah, right. My exes? Nah.
Yeah, I
But
agree
the
with that.
reason I didn't do that, the other reason too, because there's a part of me that doesn't. I never did that with my exes because I didn't want them to feel. I didn't want to play with their mind. I knew that this is over. So I know by spinning the block, hitting them up, let's smack.
I think that's actually
That
exactly
messes
why.
with their
It's true,
mind.
it's the truth.
That is
That-
exactly why.
because they might feel like there's still hope.
Bro, not even their mind.
But they had
That's what I'm saying.
That
That was the thread. That was the thread question I was asking. If they hang by a thread
Yeah.
and you're aware of it,
I
you know
don't
what I mean?
want
Like,
them, yeah, I don't want
it-
them to.
do you want them to have that? Yo, there's still
Nah, I
there's
want
still a
them-
chance.
yeah, no,
you know,
no.
like
They still,
I
there's
never
still a
thought-
I
chance.
never
Yeah,
thought
I
about it that
never-
way, but that definitely is probably
Yeah.
why I don't usually smash
I don't.
exes.
Yeah.
but he said for their mind. I'm thinking
Yeah.
about for my mind.
No, because,
He said,
Yeah,
for your mom, but I get it. But think about it though. Women can be more emotional than us, right?
100%.
So I'm protecting their feelings. I want you to move on. I want you to find somebody that's for you.
Okay. Do you get bothered seeing black women date white men?
All right. So I just posted this. I posted this on my gram, and I just said that. So there's a part of me because of the way I grew up, and I think about things. Right. I lived in Harlem. My father got with my first stepmother. She had my brother in a program that he was going to school downtown, Manhattan, on Hudson between Christopher and Grove, right? That's a predominantly white areas, right? So when my father got my first stepmother, I went to the same school. I thought about something. When I was in that school and all my friends in there, we was not talking about color. Color was not even an issue, right? Color was not even it wasn't a thought.
How old are you?
Okay, so we're not going.
No, how old are you?
I'm grown.
No, not how old are you now? How old were you then?
Oh, I was like 7, 8 years old.
Okay, that's probably why.
Right, but here's what I'm saying. My thing with this is that I just feel like we're all human, right? At the end of the day, I don't like the way certain people get treated in the world, but at the same time, I feel like racism is this made-up thing that is purposely dividing us and making us not realize that we're all human, right? If a natural disaster happens right now in New York City, Manhattan, I don't care what color you are, you're not surviving.
It's not going to be only the blacks.
Right. It's not
only
right.
the whites.
Right. You know what I'm saying? When 9/11 happened, anybody that was in that
Just because
building,
it's Manhattan, there won't be a lot of blacks, but
no, Harlem,
right, yeah, Harlem.
Dykeman, that's all Manhattan still.
No, facts.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
you know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
facts, facts.
Upper West Side, that's all Manhattan. We will all be affected, right? Like anything crazy happens in the world, we will all be affected. COVID happened. It wasn't just blacks that died. It wasn't just whites that died. So I just believe in humanity. And with me believing in humanity, I feel like
Anybody could date anybody.
anybody could date any. What if the greatest person for you is just not your color? What if the greatest person for you speaks another language? Here's the funny part. People like to say, right? People like to say date another color, but even in like somebody is Jamaican, if a Jamaican woman's dating a American dude, the Jamaican dude's like, yeah, Yankee boy you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
So that's why I'm not even for me.
Yeah, Yankee.
Right.
Yankee boy,
I'm not like Yankee boy you're dealing with.
you need a bad man in your life, blood clot.
Right. Right. So for me, it's not about color because you know why too? Because the same way in Jamaica, there's light skin black, there's dark skin black,
No facts.
right?
You got the coolies.
And at the end of the day, the whitest person in the world is black, and the darkest person in the world is black.
That's a pure
Everywhere.
fact. That is very true. Well, listen, man.
Right? So I don't
Spit your
really
game.
care. I don't really
So you
care.
don't really
about-
care.
I don't really care.
I don't care personally who you could date whoever you want to date.
Right.
But for me, like we talked about this on the show, I don't feel like wherein as races should mix. Like as far as like making like families and shit like that, because only because of the cultural differences that can come from these things. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, you'd be like, oh, you wanted to mix, you wanted to work, but that should be a little bit hard. You know what I mean? That shit grow. That shit
That's why
can
we
grow.
educate each other.
It can grow dissent, and like I said, this is not something that I'm just speaking to from a person, because I am. It's so fun that you made that joke because I am West Indian.
Right.
And I'm Jamaican.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I've seen it in my family. Like I've seen those
Mixes.
The dynamic.
mixes, and I've seen the differences. Like you know what I mean? And the shit can be fucked up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The shit can be fucked up if the person is not willing, on both sides, if they're not willing to actually be educated and lean into the other things, those shits are gonna crash into each other like a train.
You know what's crazy though? You and somebody your same complexion, y'all can make a white baby.
Yeah, black people can make white babies.
You can make an albino
I
child.
get it.
Yeah.
That's what
I get it.
albinism is.
But your color is not your culture.
I get what you're saying, but how that person is treated in the world is going to be different, which make that.
True.
I want to address something you said, but before I address what you said, go ahead.
I just wanted to ask Black a question because, like, all right, for example, in Jamaica, right?
Speak up, by the way.
Because he's talking about, like, you not mixing outside of your race, but then he's also talking about culture. Okay, so, like, in Jamaica, for example, we got Chinese people
Yeah,
that
that's
are Jamaican. So are you against that, or are you
no,
against,
no,
Like
no,
part
no,
of your culture.
no. Right, that's
what I'm asking.
that. No,
Are you
that's why
against dating outside of your
I don't.
culture.
I'm more.
or
I'm
are
more
you
so.
against dating outside of your race.
I'm more so. I don't want to say culture because, well, I do and don't want to say culture because, like you said, there are Chinese Jamaicans, white Jamaicans, all those Jamaicans, and they're in our culture. But like, if I date a Southern black girl, and we have different cultures,
Right,
you know what I mean? But there is still a little bit of connection, even in that. Like we can still have like, you know, like similarities. You know what I'm saying?
I'm asking because it's like you could be dating a white girl that like is from somewhere with a culture. Like I know you got a friend, for example, that you said is from Croatia, right? And
Yeah.
you always talk about how the food and stuff that they eat in Croatia is so similar.
The culture,
Yeah.
a lot of
Like
their,
Haitian
a lot of their
culture.
customs
So-
are similar. Yeah.
So for all you know, you could end up dating that person who's not black but have a closer connection than some of the people that look just like you.
Facts.
Like then even an American black person who
No.
might eat completely different foods. You know
So-
what I'm saying? And have different.
So for your answer, yeah, I'm just to put in a pot. I'm gonna say yeah, it's more so culture than race. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's more so culture than race.
For me, I'm not bothered by who you want to date. Date who you want to date. Like,
Right,
like,
yeah, no,
I
absolutely.
could care less. I can't see myself with a white person like in a serious relationship. However, somebody has expressed to me that they find it very odd that I could sleep with white women,
And
but
you can't be
but I
in a
can't be with them. So that makes no sense. I guess that's ignorance. I would have to call that. That's ignorance. I can take fault for that. I can take fault for that.
Yeah.
Some things we're ignorant about. I'd say that as far as what you said, as far as when we were in school, nobody saw color or whatnot. When you're 7, 8, when you naturally people don't see color. It's society that
We're taught.
we're taught to start seeing color. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But in all reality, at the same time, even if it wasn't taught, you go with people will side with what is familiar with them. Like I worked with kids who are in elementary school, And when they go, yeah, he might have his white best friend that he's cool with, but overall, when he's hanging out and goes to sit at lunch, he's gonna sit with all the other black kids who can talk about the black stuff that black kids do. Like I've literally people segregate themselves. Like as much as people are blame the government for it, people segregate themselves naturally. Like Chinese people automatically chill and sit with Chinese people.
But that's because of our family. That's because of the fam. That's because of who raised you. That every listen, all this trickle down racism is from family. That don't come naturally. When as kids, we are at the most natural state we can ever be in.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't caring about what you look like, what you.
True.
If you're fun and I'm fun,
We're
let's
fun.
have fun.
We're fun.
Right?
But when you say family, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's racism that comes from family. Because look, if my family teaches, if in my family we have the hardship of, we can't go to the pool during the summer, we can't afford the new Jordans or whatever, right?
There's white kids that can't afford it.
Hold on, okay, you're right. There's white kids that can't afford the new Jordans or whatever. However, what's gonna end up happening when you're in school is you won't know about unless the white kid expresses that, and what happens in those situations. There's always a white mic. There's always a white mic in school.
White chocolate.
White chocolate, where he can identify with your experience. Compare, you know what I'm saying? So it's not even that they're teaching you racism. You're just going through your experience living in that black household, and you identify with that. So you usually segregate yourselves to people that can identify with the same experience that you had. You get what I'm saying? So.
Right.
So
But that you can assume has.
So you're on the culture train too.
I'm heavy on the culture train, but I'm also like, I'm very pro black. I'm very I have nothing against white people at all.
Against anyone.
Yeah, I have nothing against no, but like, I also think about all the things that black people experience at the hands of white people, which also adds to, which is not a culture factor. It's I'm mad.
Right.
And I don't think
you haven't gotten over it.
Exactly. You know what
we
I mean?
haven't healed this. I respect that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
That's just honest.
Right.
I'm not mad.
We haven't gotten through this.
I'm not blaming current white people. I'm not blaming white people who are on Earth now. But I'm blaming your ancestors for the bullshit that occurred. That still that you reap the benefits from. That perpetuate to this day. You get what I'm saying?
Shit matter, especially if they don't see it. Because, like I said, and that goes back to the culture thing. Like, the ones who don't see it, like, there's some of them who get it. Like, honestly, there's white people who be like, nah, I get white privilege and all of that shit. Like, you know what I mean? And those ones are usually the ones who come from our areas where they see certain shit like, oh, shit.
It worked differently.
Yeah, like, we got the same Honda Civic. He get pulled over every other day. I ain't never got pulled over. Ain't shit on my car clean. His car clean as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, they see that shit, and it's real shit.
I got two more things I want to talk about. You can do the Gabrielle Union one if you want to do it now, because I got one.
No. Oh yeah. I guess yeah. Let's do it. So yeah. So I don't know if I don't know what it was on. But yeah, Gabrielle Union.
You like her?
No, I'm just trying to.
We kind of already.
We spoke on it. What she said recently. Is that what you? That she was that she goes 50-50 with her husband with Dwayne Wade on like the on the finances and taking and the things that need to be taken care of in the house. And she mentioned how she has other things that she doesn't have to go half and half on, that she takes care of, and so does her husband. Outside. But for outside of their, I guess, of their home, but for their home, they go 50-50. How do you feel about that?
Well.
If you want to add to that.
The way I managed to pose the question, because I don't know if I didn't watch the full clip, but I'm assuming that she was implying that Dwayne Wade might spend a little more recklessly than she does.
No.
Was she saying that?
What she was pretty much saying is like, you know what I mean. She, Dwayne Wade clearly makes more money than her in life. You know what I mean. But she was like, they asked her like, do you ever go like is she ever scared to like not get roles and shit anymore like that? And she was like, yeah, because outside of her splitting, like the 50-50 part was very minute in what she was saying, but they just focused on it. But she was like, outside of her splitting 50-50 in her home, outside of her home, she has like which probably every other black rich person does, they have a whole
Slew.
lot of people who they have
Right.
to take care of. You know what I mean? She's thinking like she never had, like she always has to make money because she has to think about
All the people. That
everybody. You know what I mean? That was
okay.
that was the real basis of it. The 50-50 was really small in it. But everybody focused on that because everybody's like, wait, Dwayne Wade he owns an NBA team. He's he's a millionaire. Like, how are you going 50-50? That was the
Question
So that
for you
became
guys.
the topic.
If you were a billionaire / millionaire, would you make your wife go 50-50 on bills?
What are you making?
I wouldn't even make even right now. Like if I'm living in my place, if
If you could afford the
if a
bills by
chick
yourself,
if a chick moved in with me, I'm already paying these bills.
so you're not making her pay nothing.
No.
That'd
be her choice.
This is my thing on that. And because this has been a big thing this week, and I was listening to the radio, and Envy and Charlamagne was on there, and it was like there's not a 50-50. They just have their money.
Right.
You understand? And I feel like the word 50-50 is the trigger word in that situation. You know what I mean? Like I feel like when you're married, we got our money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We're building together.
We put this money is here, and we pay. This money takes care of our bills. After our bills are paid, whatever we want to do, we can do. But our money, it's our money. Like the word 50-50 is corny to me. Like,
Okay. If you can afford the bills by yourself, do you make your wife pay bills? How about that?
it's our pot of money. My money is her money. If you're my wife, our money is.
That goes back to me with her handling the money.
I feel like y'all dodging my question. Right?
I'm not.
No,
I'm
we're not.
paying the
I'm
bills.
not.
Say Matrix and
Thank you.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I said I'm paying the bills. If she move in with me,
You answer clearly. You answer clearly and concise. Black is dodging the question. I'm gonna go to Jerry.
No, I'm not dodging the question. If I make.
But that means she's not paying the bills.
If I make
the question ain't if she move in with you. The question is if y'all are together.
Listen.
Is she paying 50-50? Not if she move
No,
in with your
she's
crib.
not.
Y'all taking care of
If
it.
y'all get a home
we're
together.
taking care of our
is
home.
she paying a portion?
We're taking care of our home.
So all right, so she's paying bills.
The money's taking care of our home.
So she's paying bills.
Yeah.
It's not about. I don't care about the percentage, Black. I'm just more so saying if you can
That's
afford.
my point, yeah.
But I clarified it. You still gave me the same answer. I was saying to you, if you can afford it by yourself, does she have to pay bills?
You're well off
I
on
don't
your
care
own.
about 50-50. Does she have to pay bills? Yes or no?
If I got the bread,
You said no.
yeah.
If all of my money is the money that's taking care of it, whatever. I'm not thinking of it like it's just my money. That's the point I'm making. He keeps trying to make it.
No, I'm not trying to make it anything besides if you can afford it by yourself, would you still expect her to pay with you?
Would you expect?
I'm not talking about your pot of money together or anything like that.
Listen,
do you?
I'm paying it. It's mine.
Exactly. It's yours
If
alone,
I'm
right?
paying it all by myself,
I'm not thinking like
it
that.
belongs to me.
If I'm paying it all by
No,
myself,
no,
it's
I
still
do not
mine.
agree with that.
Yeah. That's my point.
So you want her to pay?
I do
You
not
want
agree
her
with
to
that.
Even if I'm paying it all by myself, I'm not saying that it's mine. So I'm
You
saying that
said
this
yeah.
is. I'm saying what he said that. I'm saying that's
He
my
doesn't
point.
agree with me.
I'm not agreeing with him. That's why
He doesn't agree with
I'm
me.
not agreeing with what
You
he's
just
saying.
said yes to
No, that's because I feel like that's the point that you're trying to put me in. Like if I'm paying all the bills, it's all my money and I'm paying all the bills.
No.
Like that's what I'm trying to say. No, I don't agree with that. What I agree with, even if my money is the majority of the money that pays all of the bills,
You still.
it's still our shit.
If she has a little, if she has an online business or something that's on the side,
If I'm bringing in millions,
she could bring that
if I'm bringing in
into the pot, or
millions,
she's
then
not.
if I'm bringing in millions, then she's bringing in 100,000.
Listen, if I'm bringing in
It's the
millions,
pot,
she's
bro.
bringing 100,000.
It's the
She's
pot, bro.
an extra bill, so she's also mine.
Nah, I'm not. No, that's what I'm not agreeing with. I'm not agreeing.
Yeah, no, I'm not agreeing with that.
I'm not
I am not agreeing.
I'm not partaking in the slave trade.
That's not agreeing. with
I'm not agreeing with that.
No.
He said she is
Everything
mine
is
too.
mine then if we
He
talk
said-
He
about-
said you're mine.
He said, if I'm a millionaire and you make 100K, you're mine too.
You're mine
He
too.
said,
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. No.
if you try to leave, I'm locking you in the basement.
I do not agree with that. No, listen.
Everything is
I get
ours.
what Black is saying.
Everything is ours.
It is. This is what I want to say. I don't understand the trigger. What you said, Black, is exactly what it is. It's a trigger word for people, and I don't get it
Yes.
because it's
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
If you guys both did it
We're
together,
both putting
if you
in
both did it together, It's 100%. Now, you might have to, for weeks or days or whatever, for a certain amount of time, put in 80% that whole space
That's
of time
fine.
because your partner could only put 20.
No.
But
That's fine.
and she could at some point put in that 80 and you put in 20 because
Yes.
you're not always at 100%.
What you about to say? What you about
That's
to
what
say?
that's what I feel about it.
Because I feel like.
Go ahead, bro.
Now, at the end of the day, if my money is taking care of all the bills and we got kids, I better not hear nothing about them kids needing nothing.
I mean, if you got a good woman, you're not gonna hear about the kids if your money isn't taking care of all the bills, regardless.
That's very true. Very true.
I
If
would
if it is, and you do
You're not
hear
gonna
about
hear
the,
that.
if you do hear about the kids still,
If she making money and my money's taking care of the household, the car payments, everything, then all right, well then your money better. These kids, when they come to you, you better be ready.
Tell you to buy you the walks, bro.
How I feel, I don't care about 50-50 or anything like that, but like I get what he was saying as far as the pot being together, everything is ours. Yeah, if we're a married couple or we're living together, I would hope that we decide to live together because we plan on building something
to the
further.
right.
You know what I mean? And
which means it's all one thing.
no. I personally feel like we can have a joint account where it's like our bill money goes into that, but the rest of your money is your money. The rest of your money is your money or whatever. And me personally, if I can pay all the bills, I don't need you to pay any bills with me, and I won't feel like I own you. I won't feel like I own you.
Right.
I'll just feel like if I can afford that, I want my woman to be able to take her money and pamper herself, make sure she pampers me as well.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
take that money to take care of the crib, take care of me
Like
and
go on
you.
nice
You know what I mean? Plan our vacations, all that different stuff. If I could afford that,
Interior
you know what I mean? If I could afford that, that's what I would
do that.
prefer personally. Like, cause everything's still ours. Everything's still ours. But we compensate for each other in other avenues where it's still like one collective thing. You get what I'm
Do
saying?
you see that you're saying what I'm saying?
No, I'm not. No, because I was specifically talking about bills. I specifically asked you if you had enough money to pay the bills. Does she have to pay them with you? And you was
We have like you said. No, we
you did,
have,
Black.
like you said, everything is ours. If we're putting into the pot like that, that same account is what she's gonna be going to get the shit for the house. No.
But that's what I said. If I couldn't afford it, that would be the case. If I could, she wouldn't have to do that. Is what I just said. See, I give you two clear answers.
No, I mean,
I
I feel like.
get it.
all right, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. No.
You want to share the bills? You want to share the bills? I get it.
Whatever. That's what I'm saying. It's whatever you guys have decided to go in together. I agree with Rel. If he already had his place, he's paying for his bills. I mean, and I bring you in, what is me asking you? That's like me asking you for $40 now.
Right.
Like, can I get $40 real quick? I wasn't able to take care of it on my own.
Okay.
So that's not good. But if you decide to go into something together, my wife and I decided to go into the home buying together. We decided to go.
That's
into,
a different story.
it's like so. Whatever we created is the 100%. That's where it goes into what you're saying. That's the pot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, sometimes I'm putting in a majority of that pot. Right. Sometimes I'm not putting in the majority of that pot. But it's still considered the overall
But
one
even
pot.
if you could always put in the majority of that pot, do you still feel like she shouldn't do anything?
I don't, if I'm okay with putting the majority in that pot, and sustaining us,
Yes.
I'm fine with her doing that. But like Rich said,
With her doing nothing.
with her
No, it's not-
there has to be listen, you have take care of the home. Make sure I'm going into peace when I walk into a house.
Right.
Sure,
We have to have meals.
sure, like,
I have to get clean my shirt.
You making money? Keep
that's
me laced.
big.
Make sure I like suits. Buy me new ties.
That's
buy me new
big,
socks.
though.
And
buy
we
me
not
all that stuff.
arguing.
But that's big though, not for nothing.
You still arguing.
Nah,
All right, so she's
Wait, Rob.
hold on, so she's keeping you late.
Now we not
So
arguing.
she's keeping you late. She's buying you suits and all that. That's not taking away from your bills. That's not taking away from you having to buy those things for yourself. So is she not putting into the pot for the house? Because now you don't gotta buy your suits no more. Because you know
You
why?
being real abstract with it.
I'm not being
All right.
real. This is not a real
You
question.
got it, Black. You got it,
No,
Black.
but it's no. Yes or no?
We not fighting.
she's
Bills are not the same thing as you keeping me. Like I get the whole. If you're talking about the whole everything is ours, yes, Black. But I was specifically asking you about bills. I see what you're trying to do, but I'm specifically asking you about bills, my nigga. Like you trying everything right now.
I'm just talking about the whole situation.
If I pay all the bills, I don't want to hear your goddamn mouth.
I wanted to go back to this. Bro, so you don't believe that if bills are paid, things are taken care of, everybody's copacetic financially. You're saying that there should never be any arguments, disagreements between you and your partner?
What are we arguing about? What are we fighting about?
I mean, do you believe you have the same mind?
Let me ask you right now. Most fights that happen in couples, what are they about?
Gracie, funny guy said black and rich are saying the same thing. I know we are. He's just trying to be in that later, Gracie. That's what he does.
It's usually finances, infidelity, something like that. If you were,
right. What else?
I mean, I guess annoying shit that you do.
So, if finances ain't the problem, and I'm not cheating, why we fighting?
Cause you left the toilet seat up.
So I said little stupid shit. I just said that.
If we're having arguments about a toilet seat, I promise you, we got bigger issues.
But you don't. You don't have financial issues. So you're not cheating.
So then,
but she gets tight that you leave.
So then I'm like, baby, though, what's wrong with you? Because there's something wrong. Because you fight with me about a damn toilet seat. You're crazy. You don't have to worry about.
She gotta be crazy.
You don't have no right. Like your friends is out here crying broke. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to worry about a thing. You want to fight with me about a toilet seat? If you don't shut up.
if you don't put that toilet seat down.
So like Big Cloud, you own her. If you don't shut up, what do you mean?
He's just more so saying like, are you serious? Like,
yeah, but that's what I'm. That's what it is.
I'm not cheating on you. I'm not like. Why are we fighting?
Bruh, that's what it is, bro.
MJ Hayes said, but what if I fell in the toilet at 3 a.m.?
Pay attention.
Grace funny guy said she done fell in. Watch where you.
I told you little dumb shit. That was the next on the team.
What Martin said? You gotta look and then squat.
Right. If you having problems about the toilet seat,
I'm no good. I don't look before she drop her pussy somewhere.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Bro. You want to fight with me about a toilet seat?
Yeah.
I'm going to refer a therapist because you got some other issues.
My man Rel is not having it.
I'm not having it.
Okay, so listen.
MJ Hayes said, "Oh, that's Big Clout on the couch. I'm not arguing with him." they don't want to argue with you.
They don't want no smoke with you. They don't want no smoke with you, Big Clout.
Oh, and then let me add, and we're having good sex. What are we fighting about?
All right.
And I cook, so I'm probably cooking for you too. Now you ain't even. It ain't even like you cooking and cleaning. Like I'm cooking.
What are you fighting me for?
What are you fighting? What was the problem?
You can't say I cook and clean.
Right.
So are you saying that those things are all it takes for you to not ever get into any kind of disagreements with your partner?
It should
You gotta get your finances right.
Get your finances.
You're not cheating. You gotta cook. You gotta clean. You gotta do all of these things, if you won't have a life where you argue.
Here's one of the key problems that men don't even realize in relationships. Here's one of the key problems. A lot of men out here, right? People that are not rich or middle class, whatever, and it's both the woman and the man working, right? And they're both working, and then when the man comes home, he's sitting on the couch watching the game. When the woman come home, she got to clean, she dealing with the kids, she cooking, whatever. A lot of things that, the issue that men don't realize and they have to take accountability for, you got to take off some of the load. If you can't provide something financially, you have to take the load off. You have to share the load. You have to help cook, help clean, help with the kids. If you don't have the money that she could just sit home. If you don't have the money where she don't gotta go to work, and anything that she's doing it as a hobby or for fun or as extra bread, and she has to go to a 9 to 5 and then come home and deal with the bullshit. This is why most relationships is butting heads, because a lot of dudes are selfish in the sense of they want the woman is coming home doing all this stuff while you chilling.
Grace Funny for God said we may not argue, but we can have a discussion if problems arise.
No, it's a discussion. If it's a misunderstanding about something, we have a discussion.
A disagreement.
Yeah, disagreement. And then once we have the talk, it's over. It's not like this shit is
A lingering thing.
for days.
But that can happen though,
We
is
can't
what you're
linger,
saying.
no.
Yeah, we can't linger.
But that can
Yeah.
happen though. That's okay.
What?
The
A discussion.
right, the
Right,
discussion
that
or
was a
disagreement.
misunderstanding.
Okay.
You said that the kids was going to basketball, and
I took him to soccer.
I forgot,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
or you know what I'm saying. That I get. It's different. Oh, babe, I forgot. My bad. Right.
Damn.
But once we have that talk, it ain't something that we gotta carry this shit on for a week, and we out here beating each other. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like
you're right.
that's
Listen,
crazy.
man, that's a really good take.
What's it
No,
called?
I respect it.
Last question before I get into our classics. I was speaking to a young lady recently about groups of friends. When you in a group of friends, like say it's like your male group or whatever, there's always one that's not necessarily the one that gets looked at the most by the opposite sex.
It happens.
That happens, right? Now, one, I have two questions. Do you think that affects their self-esteem?
Yeah.
And two, what do you do to mitigate that? To make them feel more comfortable?
For dudes.
For dudes. Even for dudes.
So if it's just one of my mans and
He's like
Bro,
I go up.
you got to get your shit up. For dudes, I feel like, bro, I don't know about for females, but bro, if it's me and my homies and you feel like no girls want to
Sink or
talk to
swim?
you, that's on you, my guy. Like, what do you want me to do
Should
for
you
you?
should you
bro?
dim your light? Should you?
Hell no, I'm not dimming
I'm
my
not
light.
dimming my light.
You gonna shine brighter?
I might shine brighter.
I'm not dimming my light.
What are you
My man gonna have a
talking about?
luster on his ass.
I'm not dimming my light, but I
no.
may have a referral.
What you mean?
I may see somebody equally yoked.
And put
Like
your
she ain't
hands on.
she ain't even all that.
Girl,
She
bro.
curved my man, she crazy.
Hold on. But
She
now,
thinking too highly of herself and she curved my man.
but hold on now. Let me ask you a question. Now, hold on.
She's talking, hey,
She's thinking too highly of herself.
Get that one.
shorty, you feeling yourself, you know.
Hold on, Ralph. But
Ain't nobody talking to you either.
hold on, Ralph. But now,
I'm not playing MJ. That's why everything I say, I be talking real shit. I'm not playing. I really feel
You know,
like
he was straight.
yeah. Hold on.
Yo, my man.
Real talk.
Hold on. All right, listen. So, don't you think your friend will feel a way that you tried to put him on with the booger wolf?
you gotta know yourself.
You gotta be.
Yeah, you gotta know yourself.
You gotta know yourself.
You gotta
bro.
know yourself.
You booger wolf material, nigga.
Right.
You know what you pull.
Come on, baby.
You know what you get.
Y'all wildin', bro. Like, what if
Bro,
you
you
say you
know how
gotta
you
know
get out.
yourself?
You know how you
Nah,
get
man,
out.
yo,
You
listen,
know what you
listen,
get, bro.
I know back in the days, there's been plenty of times where, you know what I mean, like, I definitely be talking to a shorty, just bigging my mans up, so she could go and be like, all right, your friend has spoken highly of you. Like, you know what I mean? So that they could get over the ice breaking,
Right.
factor of it.
Right.
Just so it's for me, it's like it's nothing, bro. Like it doesn't matter to me for me to have to conquer it or go for
That's
it.
how you mitigate it.
But that's not dimming. That's not
Yeah,
dimming.
but-
That's not dimming my light though. I
That's
feel
not-
like me.
that's true. That's
like,
not dimming your
I'm talking
light.
to this girl and I see another shit. Like, oh, my boy over there. Nah, that's my man. He
Yo,
funny as
homeboy's
hell.
funny as hell, yo.
You know what I mean? Like,
He might be funnier than me.
Let's go, yo, most loyal dude. Like, you know,
Listen,
something like
Biggie
that.
had Faith Evans and his eye was cocked.
Hello. He had faith in her prime.
What?
He had faith in her prime.
I'm just saying. It's real talk. And Lil Kim.
And
And look at that's a physac.
Right.
That's what I would say is a physac.
So
Right.
all right. So
I'm just saying.
it's a real thing. That's a real thing. Like,
Because some women may be attracted to the dude based off his personality. You know what? Honestly, if you really look at it, like a lot of women, sometimes you look at them with certain dudes, you're like, what is she doing with? Oh boy, right? And it's like he had a great personality. He got a little chicken. You know what I'm saying?
They said they mad at you saying you matching your ugly friend with the ugly girl in the club.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They said the truth about that.
I was like, yo, if you my nigga, you messing with the other
Yo,
girl,
Grace
I'm like,
Funny
damn.
forgot that. Grace Funny forgot said this porridge is just right.
It's not my fault.
Hello.
It's not my fault.
Yo, bro. Maybe you can't get her. But her right there.
Not my fault.
She is
Can't play.
perfect,
It's not your
bro.
fault. You just
She can't play you,
This
bro.
is your caliber.
Yo,
Good caliber.
yo, MJ Hayes said he ain't lying though.
I've seen the past, bro. Like, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't get
This is
cute.
perfect for you.
That's
don't get
crazy.
cute.
That's crazy.
Don't get cute.
That's crazy. Listen, I must say the confidence does add a whole new. I've said that on the show plenty of times. I'm like, yo, we could wear the same thing, man, but that confidence, it
everything.
shines the light so much brighter
You ain't
that
hear-
if you come with it, it's gonna attract.
And it's
gonna
funny that
When I got with my
he
ex-
bring up Biggie. Biggie said black and ugly as ever.
However,
Right.
however,
Stay coochie down.
So the socks. Big told him already.
no, that's true. That's true.
But he had that talk.
He could talk with the guys.
When I got with my ex, I was 263 pounds.
Okay.
Wow.
I lost 60 pounds.
Sure. Big ups for that, man. Come
So
on
that's
now.
what I'm saying.
That's dope,
right?
bro.
So I was, and she's a beautiful woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was big.
You
She still got with
talked
me.
yourself in there.
You know what I
You
mean?
met her at a
Love
club?
fat niggas though.
No, I was introduced to her.
Okay.
You say?
I was
Pretty girls love fat niggas. Two things pretty women love is fat niggas and,
and
ugly
funny,
niggas.
funny dude.
And ugly niggas.
Everybody love funny niggas.
Everybody left.
Yeah, I think everybody love funny.
If you funny,
If you got
funny, you can
comedy,
bag anybody.
You make your shorty laugh, you good.
you good.
So
You
that's what I'm
good.
saying. Don't matter how he look, he got some. You know what I'm saying?
It's that confidence, man.
He got confidence and he funny, and he got confidence. He funny. You know what I'm saying? It could take him a long way.
Have you ever felt like the dude that was the have you ever felt like the dude that was like, damn, everybody backing up, son, I'm just kind of here, damn, ain't no girl to approach me.
So I'm involved in the party shit, right? I'm involved in the party. So you have your good nights, and then you have your bad nights. You know what I'm saying?
Talk your talk.
And it's,
I like that.
That's real talk.
That's
It's
real
real
shit.
talk. Every night ain't gonna be like I've had some amazing nights, and then I've had some nights where I'm like, I don't even get the hell out of here.
They don't want me.
They don't even seem like they have eyes. Do they not see me? I'm here.
Nobody's feeling me tonight.
I ain't gonna lie, yo, cause I'm a pretty confident guy, but there's definitely been them nights where it's like, I'm like, is my shirt not
Right.
like
Swinging around, no lie, no
You
lie.
start smelling your armpits.
everything.
Like,
I'm like, any shit. I'm like, yeah,
My
because
breast
my
thinking-
collar ain't tight enough. My collar's hanging a little too much or something like that. Like,
You go in the bathroom.
you figure yourself out,
What happened, bro? What happened?
turn on, like,
Like, what? No?
right.
You're like, no? This doesn't work.
And then
Attracting powers. Come in.
let me go to the car and get this cologne real quick. Like, something's not working.
something's not working.
But no, you're right. I'm glad you said that. 'cause a lot of some dudes are funny, but like, nah, I'm always on. I'm
No,
always
you're not
lit.
always on.
Yeah.
I've seen dudes. It's been crazy. I've been in parties where dudes is going crazy, popping bottles, this and that. And I'll see the dude try to holler at a shorty, and I holler at the same
And you
shorty,
ain't about-
and been more successful than that dude going crazy.
Facts. Facts.
That's
Facts.
more than a
Talk your
fact.
talk.
I've seen that. I've seen that. I've experienced
You lived it.
Yeah, exactly. Where
Yeah.
dudes is pop. You right by the dude popping all the bottles,
Right.
and what you're doing is just having a good ass time.
Right.
And the girls come over and have a
And they
good
good
time
ass
with you.
time with
and
you.
they're like, yo, we love these guys. Meanwhile, these dudes up in the VIP, they're not dancing.
Going crazy.
They're not
They just
dancing.
up there like
And,
this.
and you know the crazy thing about it, the problem that I have is they'll have a problem with you for that. That's what I hate. When it comes to that guy popping all the bottles, seeing you having a good time,
Oh,
automatically feels like a threat. And I'm like, how is that a threat to you?
because you're more confident. Because
Very
the reason
true.
he's popping the bottles is because he's not confident.
Yep.
Right.
It's crazy to me.
He's doing all that because he's not confident.
You ever heard this shit like they say niggas that get big guns is to
Compensate.
compensate for something else.
Or drive a big car.
Yeah, it's to
Big
compensate. They say that shit. They say
So you
that's
popping
what-
bottles because you know you can't talk. So it's like
Right.
you buy the bottle. So when she come over, it's like,
Just drink.
Yeah.
You don't say nothing.
Right.
yeah, you know,
That's crazy.
pull out. You got the little Gucci purse on your your belt. You know, you gotta look like money.
MJ Hayes said energy
Energy
don't
don't
lie.
lie.
And that's the
Facts.
truth, man. Because when it used to happen, I was just like, yo, that's crazy. Like,
I
you
told
hated on me
myself-
for nothing else other than I just had a good time.
I call
I'm like,
myself
you
the
should.
life of the party.
I like that.
I call myself like I'm a host, right? So I host events. I don't say I'm the best host. I don't say I'm the life of the party. I'm coming in here.
That's what I feel like.
I get on the microphone. It's turn.
I always feel like I like to say that I like to I like to change the energy in the room. Person, that's what I call it. Like, same statement, but like I like when me entering the room, that my presence is felt at one point. Eventually, as I get in there and move around, I like when my presence is felt.
And I'm kind of different, whereas I have Richard calls it a quiet confidence. Like I don't want to change the energy in the room, but whoever I'm talking to in the cut, best believe you're gonna feel my energy over here. Like you know what I mean. We're gonna have fun over here.
But and then there's been nights where I just wasn't in the mood, right? And I'm on that type, and I'm chilling, and this is why I say, if a woman's attracted to you, it's gonna happen.
That's true.
No matter whatever energy you in, if it's your quiet night, it's gonna be. She thinks you're the shy guy, and she gonna come over and.
She'll be like, I like how you're so stoic.
Why you over here by yourself?
That has happened. Like you said, that's been the thing. Sometimes you just chilling, they come over like. They start dancing next to you like,
what's up with you?
You got the gun? Why you so serious? You know what I mean? They try to bust a joke. They wanna
I'm
see
usually
you
not
smile.
that guy though.
Huh?
And then
That's me. That's usually me.
You in the corner somewhere in the club kicking rocks? I'm like, come on, guy.
Kicking rocks.
But then you got the women that feel like
Come on, guy. Pick yourself up.
when you standing on top of couches and you.
I'm not that guy either.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not either of those guys. I feel like I'm in the middle of somewhere.
I'll be everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a guy. For perfect example, when we were in Puerto Rico, I remember I just came from carrying my luggage down mad flights of stairs. I'm sweating like bricks, and we standing in the lobby, and I just wiped all the sweat off my forehead, and I take a piece of paper and I shoot it like across the room, but I make it in. When I make it in, everybody in the lobby, I'm like, "You saw that? You saw that? You saw?" I'm everybody like people start laughing. That's the type of person I am. Like, I'm a joke. Like, I'm not popping bottles or nothing like that. But I just like interaction. You know what I mean? That's why.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? You remember that when I did that?
Very true. Yeah, very true. It's just he's all about like creating the need to talk. Like everybody start being like, all right, like we cool, and then everyone start talking.
I like that. But anyway, we'll get in our classics, so we can wrap this up.
I like to change the energy. I don't think you've ever said that.
What?
Actual line before that you like to change
The energy.
I like that.
Yeah. Thank you. That's me, right? That's
what
me.
it is.
That's definitely
what it
me.
is, man.
All right. Question for you. What is your most toxic trait?
My most toxic trait is self-sabotage.
And please elaborate.
Please elaborate.
So like I self-sabotage. I'll overthink situations and I'll self-sabotage a situation, and like it's like I feel like when I like somebody, like I'm really liking that person, I'll mess it up more than when I don't like if I don't really care, right? I'm not doing things to like mess it up. I'm just chilling, right? So if I don't really like you, I just want to smash. I'm just like whatever, right? But when I'm like somebody or really into somebody,
You might call them too much.
I might do too much.
Self-sabotage.
Yeah, I might do too much.
And then that'll kind of turn
Turn
the
them
situation.
off.
Yeah.
And then
Like you calling all the time.
Yeah, like
you don't give me time to miss you.
yeah.
So are you working on
I'm being
recognizing that?
No, you know what's crazy is, and it's sad. Well, it's sad too because I'm being a nice guy. I'm actually being the nice version of me, right? Like I'm being the gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really being
Who you are.
I'm not really like I'm being extra nice. I'm not like I'm tuning out the fact that like, all right, let me not rush the smash, right? When actually I should just act the same way I always act.
You should act the same way you do with the chick that you don't care about.
And
Be yourself.
And I would get further. I'll probably be married already.
Yeah. You got like something I've.
Are you interested in being that?
At some point I do want to, because that's the only way I'm having kids.
Okay.
You don't have any kids.
No, I don't have any kids.
Shut
You
up.
have 0 children. Wow.
Me neither. 36 no kids.
Shout out to y'all, man.
No kids.
Shout out to y'all. 3 young black men here.
And they say we not out here.
And I mean,
They say we not
I'm just about to say that's dope, man.
And you're married with kids.
Yes.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like this,
Four.
they said
That's what
we
it's for.
exist.
Look, we on right here. I like
We
that.
exist.
We
Y'all out here running.
That's what I'm saying. 3 out of the 4 men on this platform right now.
job,
No children, bro. That's dope, man.
Watch
Let's
your
respect
mouth
that.
when you talk to me.
3 non-negotiables.
So
Go ahead, Black was already going.
I had a good one.
Go ahead.
So, because you're saying you have been single for so long, do you feel like it's harder for you to be in a relationship to the point where you do get married? Would you say that's a tougher thing to do now?
The hard part about it is being comfortable with being alone.
Right.
That's the hard part.
You've gotten comfortable with being alone.
It's a comfortability of like not having
heard that so
to
much.
worry
It's true.
about
You hear that so
Anybody
much.
else.
You hear that
yeah,
so
like
much.
it's
You hear that? I
yeah,
hear that.
so
like
That's why I wanted to ask.
I'm so comfortable. Like I'm comfortable with being alone to the point like I go to movies by myself. I go eat by myself.
My wife thinks I'm weird for
That's a
saying that.
dangerous.
I go eat by myself. I won't go to the movie.
I go to movies.
I'll go to the movies
That's
by
a
myself. It's a whole
dangerous-
I'm
experience,
definitely
bro.
going to eat by myself.
Going to eat by yourself is actually even more dangerous than going to the
Oh
movies.
yeah, I'm definitely going to eat by
Because
myself.
going to the movies, because I like movies, so sometimes I don't even want to take people. Because shut up.
Yeah, just watch the fucking movie. Stop asking me
I'm trying to
questions.
watch the movie.
Yeah.
But going to eat by yourself
Yes.
is more dangerous.
I've done
Dangerous
that.
sound.
I do that.
Well,
I
how
do
is it
that.
dangerous though?
Not like,
You're
you can do
literally-
everything though.
You're
I like
going
food.
to sit somewhere by
Publicly.
yourself, publicly, by yourself, and have a meal,
Right. You
right?
can see other couples and all that.
Right.
And you don't. There's no
But what
face.
does that matter? You want to enjoy the experience of having an amazing meal at a restaurant by
I
yourself.
feel you.
I love you.
Sounds
bro.
good.
No, I can.
You know what I'm saying? You just want to sit,
Going
eat
to-
the steak, and chill.
Because the other part about it too is that not only are you seeing other people, they see you by yourself.
So they got
Some
good
people
See,
ain't
so then you're
comfortable,
worried about what other people are
But
thinking.
some people are.
All right. Well,
I'm
then
not.
you can't. Yeah, right. You can't be that way if
You can't. 'Cause
okay.
I do it all.
Going out by yourself.
But what I'm saying is, going to the movies, nobody's paying you no mind. Nobody's even thinking about you in the movies. Everybody's watching the movie.
Very true.
They might not even see you walk in. You might have the back seat. There's a bunch of people in front of you don't even know you're there.
But at a restaurant, everybody know you there
Everybody
alone.
sees you.
Mind your fucking
Nigga, ain't nothing like
business.
walking in the restaurant by yourself, getting your big ass table,
No,
getting your
it's
food,
cool.
by your
Yeah.
damn self, just taking your
Yeah.
time, cutting your steak.
Yeah.
No, I would.
Captain Tobin said going out by yourself is lit. Go ahead, Rick.
I will say that in the past 3 years, or past 2 years, I've definitely been doing a whole lot more stuff by myself. Taking road trips by yourself is very eye-opening.
Lit.
Oh, that shit is lovely.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You think about the whole world.
Everything.
Amazing.
You think about life.
Everything.
Just
Like-
you and Spotify, bro.
Even
You're
if
going through.
even if
the
your
world.
me and the
music is
podcast,
on,
bro.
whatever.
Whatever it may be.
Right.
Whatever it may be that gives you that ride. Taking road trips like
You
states.
really get to think.
Yeah.
Not like to drive from New York to New Jersey, but drive
Nah,
like,
yeah, that's
you know
not
what I
a
mean?
road
No, but
Yeah.
even an hour drive could.
Yeah, even
True.
though I drive,
Very
definitely.
true. Very true.
But like doing stuff by yourself. I think that we have it confused though, where being alone for a prolonged period of time shouldn't make it harder to be in a relationship. It only should do that if you just don't want to be in a relationship.
No, let me tell you.
Talk it.
That's thank
I'ma
you for
tell you
saying
why
that.
That's why you
makes it
have to
harder.
take some time for yourself
No.
when you're single.
I'ma tell you why it
Enjoying
makes
yourself makes it.
being experienced in this. I'm gonna tell you why it makes it harder.
Okay.
You learn yourself so much
Mm-hmm.
that when you meet people and you see that they ain't learned themselves, it's harder for you to get with them.
Ooh, okay. I like that. I like that.
You're so in tune with yourself that you
You're
like.
not even seeing me right. You're not even seeing this right now. You can't find yourself to even
Right.
figure this
You're
out.
still- you're
Right, you're still
You're still in
baby.
the cloud somewhere.
Right.
You don't even got it figured out.
But that I don't think that
Then-
I don't think that makes you. That doesn't make it hard. Like I hear what you're saying, but that doesn't make it harder to want to be in a relationship.
No, and I'm not saying harder to be in a relationship. Want to be in a relationship? I'm saying it's harder to be in a. Not want to be. It's harder to because now you have to meet a person that has to fix themselves. You can't fix nobody.
But I feel like that I can trump you what you're saying by all you have to do is meet somebody who does.
but not.
Okay,
That's
hold
sad
on,
part about it.
But a lot of people may not. But the thing is,
It's a lot.
all right. But the thing is, if you meet somebody who does, it's not hard for you to be with them, is it?
No, it's not hard.
So then, being single for a prolonged period of
the
time.
problem is finding that.
Okay,
person
finding
that's
that
in
person,
tune.
finding that person. But when you find that person, it's not harder because you were single for mad long.
No, right.
So that's
no,
what I'm
I
trying to
agree with
say.
that. Yeah,
so
I agree
that's
with
what I'm
that.
trying to say. Like, go ahead, Nick.
No, I didn't want to.
No, go ahead.
But I was gonna say like the reason why I would agree it makes it harder is because like once you get content with yourself, like being by yourself, everything else can often just seem like a distraction or interruption from your peace.
But that's my point. Then that means that you don't want to be in a relationship.
No.
Yeah.
It's not that
I
you
agree
don't
with you,
want to
Rich.
be in a relationship, but it's like, all right, like if every time you go out to dinner, you go out by yourself, and you're used to like, you're used to getting what you want. You know what you want to order. You're used to it coming out right on time. You're not used to somebody talking about some bullshit. It's gonna be much harder for you to want to.
It sounds like you just want to do shit by yourself. Nigga. No matter how you put it.
No, that's not true because even though you may desire to spend time with someone else, right? So the desire is there. You want someone else there. It's just that you're finding someone else to be inconvenient because you're so comfortable by yourself.
But okay,
that doesn't mean you don't want it.
Okay, but now if you find somebody who is convenient and is into the thing that you're into, they know themselves. Is it harder to be with them? No, it's only harder
It's
if
not
you
harder,
don't
but
want to be
in-
in a relationship.
But in reality, most people aren't like that. So
lot of
what you're
people-
saying?
If you got there, if you got there, somebody else can get there too.
Yeah, but
No,
in
and
reality
that's the
though,
thing.
we're calling that weird though. We're calling the person who spends that time by themselves weird.
No, if
so
you find
most people
somebody-
don't get to that point.
If you find somebody that's content with them, that knows themselves, right? That's a beautiful thing. If you find that you're attracted to,
Yeah.
because you still have to be attracted. I don't care what nobody say. You still physically have to be attracted to somebody,
Of course.
right? So, but the thing about it is a person when you come across people that are not content with themselves, they're not taking maybe accountability for their lives.
Yeah.
Those people, and then they come into your situation. It only makes you fall back because you like, I'm not. This is not my project.
I always say that.
I agree with that. I agree
You
with
agree
that.
with that?
No, I agree with that part.
Yeah,
what
that
you
part,
said
yeah.
About you should just fall back.
Yeah, it's not my
Don't
project.
waste the other person's time. Enjoy the meals and stuff by yourself, and
Right.
like just be content if that's what makes you content. But I agree with Rich. I just think that if you don't want to spend that time, you're not ready.
Yeah, if
Don't.
you're in your
Right.
home,
Continue
I'm
your
feeling me
solitude.
right now.
Some
I mean,
people like
yeah.
solitude.
But that's why I'm
Continue
saying that it is
that.
very important to have that time where you are by yourself. And in that selfish era, you shouldn't be involving anybody else
That's
because
true.
you're
I
finding
agree with that.
you are finding the place that you need to be in order to recognize someone else who can enter your life because you want to be in a relationship. So you want to be able to find that and y'all just start clicking and no arguments, like Rel said, in the household. So you have to have that time for yourself to find that. You know what I'm saying?
Like right
to
now,
figure it out.
Right now, if somebody came along, the only thing that I ask for a person is to accept me for who I am. Don't come in here if I like all black, don't come in here with rainbows. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't.
Wait, she can't wear rainbows or
No,
she
don't
try to make you okay.
right? Or you know what I mean? Like, don't try and change. This is who I am. You are who you are. Accept me for who I am. You come in a situation, come in that situation with no expectations.
Okay.
Alright.
Black got a question for you.
Kim Classic. What
And
are,
Jerry,
your,
then we
what
do.
are your 3 non-negotiables in a relationship?
3 non-negotiables.
Let me say, oh my God, I've been waiting for this one.
3 non. I said this on Kendra G.
Oh, okay, dope.
Shout out to Kendra G.
Shout out to
Shout
I'd
out
love
to
to have her
Kendra
on the
G.
show.
We're gonna have her on the show one day.
You're gonna have her on the show.
Speak it into existence, baby.
I went on her show. I said, no smoking habits. I'm not a smoker. I don't want a smoker.
Ooh. Okay.
Right? It's a thing to do it on occasion, right? And stuff like that. But I'm not a smoker.
You talking about cigarettes or cannabis?
Both.
So
She don't smoke at all.
So she can smoke weed on occasion, not cigarettes.
On occasion. Not cigarettes is out of the picture.
Yeah,
at
cigarettes
all.
is the dub. I get that.
Out the picture at all.
Cigarettes is a dub for cigarettes, bro.
Who smokes cigarettes on occasion anyway?
There are plenty of people who go out who only smoke cigarettes when they go out.
Yeah,
and it's a few, and I'm like,
smokers.
social smokers.
I feel like all those people who do that eventually become smokers. If you're doing cigarettes.
No, they're in denial about their cigarette habit.
There you go.
You're in denial about your
You like
nicotine
cigarettes, nigga.
dependency. Yes, absolutely.
Another automatic deal breaker. Right now, I didn't come this far to come this far. I don't want no women with kids. I feel like women curve men for the littlest shit and get mad when we say I don't want a person with kids. I got listen, when Kendra posted that shit, they went crazy on me.
I'm pretty sure.
Pinky on the Pinky, I just said I don't want no kids, no smoker. Like, what's the problem? I've dated women with kids. I feel like I put in my time.
You did your due diligence.
What's this? He's not clocked in, I clocked out. I'm retired now.
Right. The last baby mother that had a chance, she didn't take it. That's it.
So, Rel, do you honestly believe that at this stage of your dating life, that it's more potential partners that you can find with no children or with children?
I'm going to tell you like this. Speak it into the universe and it will come.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Ever since I said that on Kendra, which when you make it public, now you held accountable.
Yeah.
Right.
When you do stuff out in public and it makes you accountable and you put it in the universe, it comes. I
So
know.
you've been meeting a lot more women without kids.
Boy.
My man hit you with the why on that shit extended, boy.
That was good.
That was real good.
Jerry.
And then the last one, you said 3, right? The last one is, I can't deal with a female that's not cleanly, like that doesn't clean. You don't gotta cook.
Hygiene or like cleanliness.
Cleanly, well, if your place looks a mess, it says about a lot about you.
Dirty car, dirty apartment.
Yeah, I can't.
Car too? Do you throw car in there?
I agree with that.
car there.
As a girl, your car should be clean.
Right.
Like for example, what we said the other day when we was out at the spot, we got to the club, and no lie, I look over and Shorty has white Uptowns. Them shits are brown.
Them shits were not white.
I tried to tell y'all this shit exists. I'm so glad y'all saw that, by the way.
And me and Black said, me and Black have said already. There should be no reason why a woman is
never.
You should. What?
I don't know.
Why are your sneakers dirty?
Right.
What are you doing?
First of all, you was out
walking a lot, bro.
First of all, if you was out at the club anywhere you got on Uptowns, that's a whole nother.
That's all.
Facts.
Where the heels at?
They need
She had no Uptowns. Her shit was the butterfly, big ass butterfly laces.
Yeah.
Everything was wrong with her.
21 on a woman is crazy.
Craziness. And it
Uptowns are Jordans.
y'all killed me.
Jordans over 21 on a woman is
Listen.
crazy.
Not only that, not only was sneakers dirty.
Crazy.
I
love my wife with some Jordans.
As we were standing
21
on
and
the
up
line.
with Jordans is crazy. To me, bro.
As we were standing on the
You
line.
can wear Jordan.
Yo, you can wear Jordans, bro.
Hold on.
With Jordans?
It depends on the outfit.
Where you going?
Where you going?
Where you going?
If like say, cause I meet a lot of chicks that's involved in the industry that work behind the scenes. So, and I know a lot of times they'll have a badass outfit with a pair of Dunks or Jordan 1s on. You know what I'm saying? So
Women love Jordan 1s.
I get it. So
Women love
those
Jordan
Jordan 1s is the only one I'll live around.
Women love
I can't stand big
Hold on, don't pull up with some 11s on, mommy. Like,
she got a pair of Pat Levins, 13.
no 9s, no 13s, like, no,
Crazy.
He said
like a reach, bro. Like, you
y'all look crazy. So only the ones can rock.
It's certain sneakers that like if it's running shoes, do your thing. You know what I mean? Not to the club. Just like as far as sneakers that women can wear. But no, what I was saying was what was crazy was that the girl had the Uptown.
No, Black got to answer. Grace Funny for God. Do you believe that that's part of it?
Oh, Grace Funny forgot that she's in education.
Yeah.
And she always has papers on her passenger.
Does that count?
No, that doesn't count. You're a teacher.
Do you just got your little your papers?
Oh, they like about the car.
Crazy.
Right.
Like, come on.
There's a difference. You're right. There's a difference.
Grace, I feel like you be riding around with the windows down.
Yes.
And that shit be like.
hold on.
Shorty.
Wait,
Everything go
there
everywhere.
was one time.
Because Joe said, but
They
you belong in the
the
folder.
folder in a trapper keeper in a book
In a
bag or something.
trapper keeper.
I haven't heard the word trapper keeper.
Well, hold on. I
If
gotta-
your car look like you got kids in it and you don't got kids, that's crazy.
Wow.
hold
Yo,
on.
that's big
Wait,
talk.
I got a funny story, and Rich might know this. God rest her soul. We had a coworker who passed away. Well, I don't remember. What's her name? Grace? I don't remember her name. But
Don't put that on.
no. I'm about to tell you right now. I don't remember her name, but whatever her name was, I forgot. Like I didn't have a car at the time. I was coming out of my house, and she lived like down the block from me, and she was driving, and she saw me, and she's like, "Oh, you going to work?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, she gonna give me a ride?" And I'm like, "Oh, all right, cool." So I jump in her car, and her car, bro. That was her name. Yes. Her car, bro. Her car smelled like an ashtray.
She smoked mad cigarettes.
Like her
cigarettes.
cigarette consumption was motherfucking crazy.
Insane.
Crazy.
And like she was kind of like, you know what I mean? As she's giving me the ride, she kind of like trying to like flirt with me and shit. And all I can focus on is the fucking smell of burnt cigarettes. And I'm like,
nicotine.
That wasn't even. That woman had that woman from the time I started at that job. She had a bag of potatoes in the back of her car, like actual potatoes.
Oh, wow.
And I remember years later, like them shits were like, you know when they start budding with the little,
Yeah,
like they were in the
spuds.
car that long. It had spuds coming out and everything.
Oh,
like
that's crazy.
she had bugs in the car, bro. Like
Yo, Grace, what you forgot? You should've walked.
I was waiting for my taxi, but I seen her, so I just jumped in the free ride.
You should have walked.
I'm gonna say Jerry's question since he already asked one. We gotta wrap this up. Would you rather be single and lonely or married and miserable?
And why?
Why you close that door? You got it for me. I'm sorry. Don't mind.
I'd rather be single and lonely.
Why?
I ain't got that much fight in me.
And you believe a marriage is a fight?
No, he said
Being
miserable.
The miserable part of the fight.
I'm not gonna be with somebody and be miserable. Like that's dumb. Like I gotta purposely be here.
I'm
Like
purposely
I'm
miserable.
purposely sticking around to like be miserable and fight with you every day. I'm not. I just be by myself and watch XNXX.
If you know, you know.
But I'm glad that Rich a few weeks back sent a picture of how dangerous it is to be lonely versus
They said
misery or being miserable. So
suicide, no type of shit.
Loneliness can cause illness, suicidal thoughts, many different things. So sometimes people will choose that lonely, and I think a lot of people don't understand that. When we say lonely, we don't mean like, oh, you at the crib, you don't got a shorty. Lonely means like you don't have anybody. Like you don't, like, you know what I mean?
Lonely.
Like you can't
I have
get
nobody.
Bro, you
Right.
know it's
On
crazy
my own.
Yeah.
because I really,
Nobody.
you know, it's funny that you say that too because I really look at like when I'm out and about and I see dudes in the street and I look at the dude and he got the laces choking his sneakers and I'm like, yeah, he got the
he gave you a crazy visual.
Laces choking.
Choking his sneakers.
and he got the
You
crazy
know he from
fro,
Harlem when you say
he don't
shit
get no
like that.
haircut, you know what I'm saying? Like one of the,
Like he lonely.
right, yeah, he's like that's a lonely dude,
Yeah.
right? And I'm looking like so when you say lonely,
How do you know that
not-
person's lonely though?
You,
He got some
bro,
guys
you
going
could
crazy.
tell, bro. Now you could tell. You could look at certain people in the street, certain women, certain men, and just see that they're not. There's nobody
There for them.
You know,
trying to. There's nobody even trying to be with them.
you know what's crazy? A lot of the people that we have on the show often choose single and lonely, but I feel like a lot of the people that we have on the show have options, have family, have.
And that's the problem.
Because
Right.
if you go on the internet, this whole red pill community that started on the internet, a lot of those men are men that are extremely lonely.
They don't got
Like for
nothing
example,
else.
for one example, I had a clip on the Show Shameless podcast.
Right.
Shout out to Tahoe TV
Shout out
and
to
Dasha
Tahoe.
Bell. In the clip, they asked me, "Who's more lit, the dude that bags all the bitches or the guy that stays faithful to one woman?" And I said, in high school, I would have said the guy who's bagging mad different
Right.
women. You know what I
Right.
mean? And a comment that stood out to me from all the people that was bashing me saying that
I'm going in.
saying that I to stay away from men like me. And though I said it was how I felt in high school,
Right.
regardless, one comment that stood out to me was a guy who said, all the people that were bashing me, one dude said, y'all bashing him, say that to the person who didn't have his pick of the litter or didn't have options. I would have, like you're bashing him, but my life is completely different where I didn't have women to choose from. I would love to be able to experience whatever this person is experiencing. You know what I mean? And I think majority of men, they like, if you go through the internet, like Instagram, if you go through Instagram or whatever and go on dudes' pages, you'll notice most men don't have even over 1,000 followers. Majority of men don't. Majority of men have about 300, 200, 400 followers. That's it, if even. Some of them is less than 100.
Right.
Meanwhile, every girl got over 1,000. You could be the biggest girl ever. You probably got over 1,000 niggas that follow you. Loneliness and those men is what led. Those lonely men is what led to the whole red pill community where they're mad at women and they want women to follow traditional things. It's like loneliness is an epidemic in America.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's why I like this question so much.
Broke lonely down to me. That changes the perspective.
We didn't want to influence your answer, but I just want people to have a better understanding of the word lonely versus being alone.
Right.
You know, that's
There
really
is a difference,
big
right.
big difference.
Okay,
Big
so yeah,
difference.
Because whenever we ask this question, people always be like, "Can I date other people?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you can date other people, but that doesn't mean you have somebody."
Yeah, you
Talk. That doesn't mean you'll have the feeling of not being lonely.
Right, because being, like you said, being lonely, like I said, those dudes that really, those are the dudes that got, I hate to say this, but those are the dudes that will go into Walmart
Yeah, and shoot up
in Walmart.
They don't have nobody in their corner,
They
nobody
don't
to
have
vent to,
nobody. They don't have no. I say,
and they're off themselves.
what do we say when somebody seems uptight? Oh, you need to get some.
No, you need some pussy.
Right. Right? Or a woman, oh, she needs some.
I mean, y'all agree with that though? Y'all
Yeah.
think anybody who's tight is just
the release.
If you think about it, though,
There be a lot of niggas. I be like, why you so angry, nigga? You don't get your dick sucked, nigga? What's wrong
right.
with you?
If you think about it,
Nah, some real
most
shit.
people that I've seen that's uptight, I'm like,
They don't got no release.
yeah, we got some. Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But somebody, it's a difference of somebody who doesn't get no action or has never really gotten action. Then somebody, and there's the difference. Somebody who's like gotten action all the time.
And now he's not getting nothing.
And now he's like, yo, I need to chill out.
Mm.
I've been out here wild.
Yeah, I've definitely been that nigga before.
I beat a lot of tests.
Been like, you know what? Let me just cool out for a little
Dodged a
bit.
lot of
You know what I
bullets.
mean? You know what I mean?
Nah, you full steam.
You know me.
Yo, anyway, yo, wrap this up. Yo, shout out to Rahala. Rahala with the union. By the way, the union is Hot 97 DJs, right? Or
Power 105,
Power-
Power 97,
Okay.
Sirius XM.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
By the way, we got a rap over there. He might want to sing.
And
give you some music.
the union.
Sorry, and Dash Radio.
Huh? Oh,
Dash Radio.
And Dash Radio.
exactly. Make sure y'all go check out his podcast. Let me know the name of your podcast again.
The Three Stooges. That's the 3 number 3 STUG3S.
You heard that? STUG3S.
Yes.
You know, so I want to do somebody else's podcast. I feel like we don't do a lot of other people's podcasts. Like,
Well, I mean,
You gotta get
listen,
invited.
Rich
Like,
broke the seal on that. So I mean,
Yeah, we going.
Yeah, I got invited to a podcast. Yeah.
invite us to podcasts.
We
Yeah,
down.
man,
I'm gonna
we down.
definitely
About that,
invite
invite y'all
y'all.
tomorrow.
I might have to invite.
Sure,
we don't got
sure.
that many seats, so I might have to invite y'all one at a time.
That's fine too.
That's fine too. That's what I just
that's
did.
good
That's what I
too.
did on
That's
So Seamless.
That's three different
Right.
times for
That's
some
fine.
Right.
But I
Cool,
just-
but
yeah.
that shit
And then
was-
follow. You can just follow me. If you follow me at Rel Holla, REL Holla. or
Ariel
everything-
_holla.
No, REL Holla.
That's not possible. You can't. Wait, one word?
Yeah, one word.
Oh, okay. I thought you said.
Oh, you tag my other page?
No, hold on.
Grace when he forgot, so I'm going to get the papers out my car. Always a good time, folks.
Take him out, Grace.
And she also said tag that somewhere,
Alright,
guys,
I'll
because
holler.
I missed it.
I probably did take that.
I got that name as soon as Instagram. Like,
So Instagram. Yeah, my name used to be different. My name used to be Rich Wrights 516
Yeah.
D Perks,
yeah.
and then I made Air
You
Max
switched it
Rich
3 times,
and then
or?
I made Air Max Rich, and I never changed
only
it.
have
Yeah.
one.
I went Rel Holla as soon as they.
One.
Instagram,
That was it. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Was it the
TikTok,
suggested one, Black?
Rel Holla.
Huh?
Was it a suggested one?
Black Boy? Nah, that was picked by me.
Okay, all right.
What's it called? Jerry's name is Blue Jerry Pie. He wanted to change it, But recently, I said it around people, and Matt, everybody was like, "Oh, that's such a cute name." Now he's like, "Yeah, I'm rocking with it."
I guess it's
Jerry don't need validation.
It's not even validation, man. I got somebody that bigs me up. That's the type of energy I'm on. That's it. That's all we need.
All right.
That's validation.
That's validation.
Thank you.
That's validation, but it's
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.